Okay, let's go ahead and get a little bit of an opening going. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to my stream. I am Menasor. I'm a gold level Zerg out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, and thank you for coming tonight for the Unm CSL team versus the Penn State Esports Club. And I am joined by...
Hi guys, I'm Grizzly. I'm a Diamond Protoss player for Penn State CSL, and I'm casting alongside Menasor tonight, and everything's shaping up to be a really cool Team League format show match, so should be awesome.
Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and jump in the statistics for the first game. We have UNM's Barhazd and Penn State's Dhark. Looking at the win rate, so Barhazd, I don't know if he's been playing on his Smurf account or he only played one TVT, but he has a 100% win rate against Terran this season and 49 throughout his entire career as a Terran. And on Polar Night, he has a 57% win rate. And Dhark, I don't know if he's been practicing custom games. Well, he said he was only practicing custom games. So this season, he doesn't have a win rate against Terran, but for all time, he does have a 57% win rate. Definitely a margin above Barhazd's. And on Polar Night, he has a 67% win rate. I believe that he had some MMR decay, so that's why currently he is Platinum, even though the graphic may say he's Gold. And... Grizzly, are you familiar with Dhark's play? Can you give me a little intro about him?
So, I haven't really watched Dhark play all that much. I know everyone was talking all about his really good TVP, and I guess he had this build that he made specially for it. So, I'm not too sure how he's going to do in TVT. I remember him talking earlier today saying that TVT isn't his favorite matchup, so he just kind of wants to get this over with. So, I'm not quite sure what he's going to do.
Well, that's encouraging. I hope he can pull something out of his ass with this one. Okay, let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's start this game. See if the players are ready.
So I think everyone, they said they were ready, so...
Oh.
Yes. And okay, I think...
Yes.
There we go, so let's start this up.
Yeah! So we do have Barhazd, the UNM player who is a diamond level at this point, was masters at the point where the leagues were different, where laddering was different and placing was different. So I believe they should be on same ground. If Dhark hasn't been practicing, they're probably on near to same level.
Yeah. I mean, the leagues are really messed up right now. As in, like, I think gold is way larger than it should be or something like that, and platinum and diamond are a lot smaller. So they're probably actually pretty close to the same skill level, if not too far away. So
cool. And what do you think of Polar Night? I mean, as a I'm a Zerg player and you're Protoss, but what do you hate about Terran on this map?
What do I hate about Terran on Polar Night? I don't know. I think it's pretty easy to drop behind the main on both sides because there's all that airspace. So you really have to defend that kind of area pretty well.
Okay. Well, spawning in the top position, we have the UNM CSL player, Barhazd. And you can go ahead and introduce the guy.
Oh, I'll do PSU then. Sounds good.
Yeah.
And then spawning in the 6 o'clock position on Polar Night, we have the PSU player, Dhark, our blue Terran.
Awesome. And let me get that up. I can definitely say that drops are a particular nuisance on this map. There's a lot of airspace surrounding the general area of the base. I mean, this is not pertinent, but as Zerg, you have so many places to put overlords, but it's not like that matters. But TVT is my favorite matchup. As much as you can love being Protoss or Zerg, you do not have as many options as Terran does in late game as well as mid game. And the switches they can do, and especially with the latest patch, you have the option of getting vehicle and ship plating, and they're the same upgrade.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot of people complaining. I know my one friend complains a lot about that, like how it's really easy for Terran players to kind of go mech now, because those upgrades really help a lot with, especially when you're like getting air control with Vikings. Because if a Terran player who's going bio tries to make Vikings to get the airspace control against the mech player, he's actually going to be like lower in upgrades than the meching player because his upgrades work for both. So kind of an advantage there for the mecher.
Yeah, very much so. But I also believe mech, they don't really need, they have armor, so if they're going against bio, they don't necessarily need it too much to start. But out of both players, we're seeing, from Barhazd, we're going to probably see a Reaper. We have that that gas halfway before the barracks is done, and are we seeing that yeah, we're seeing basically the same thing from Dhark. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Again, I have not too much insight because I play Protoss and off-race Zerg, so I'll try to do my best to play-by-play this, but we'll have to see what comes out of these racks and what add-ons go on there.
Can we agree on one thing?
What?
Do you hate Reapers?
I'm actually okay with Reapers. I'm really good at defending Reapers as Protoss.
That's
so.
because you have a mothership core, okay?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, my Zerg defense is not good. I usually lose a couple drones, so okay, I'll admit that.
Okay, cool. Because I cannot stand how they... And if I'm late on my pool, I hate playing that game where you have to turn drones into different buildings and then remember to cancel them when your queens come out.
Yeah. I always lose a couple, so again, not the best with Reaper defense, but I mean, both Reapers are going to pop out here. I mean, Barhazd is already like almost halfway across the map, and then Dhark's is going as well, so they might actually run into each other. Oh, it looks like not, because Barhazd turned his Reaper around. Oh, maybe.
No, when you when you have things go to the other base, they go like that. If you're from the top, they go that way. If you're from the bottom, they go that way.
Oh, okay.
At least that's what I think. And Barhazd is putting down his command center before Dhark is. And they're putting it on the high ground, knowing that they're both probably going to go Reapers. And we have the Reaper, Barhazd's Reaper, taking out the SCV on the natural.
Dhark with the pull, and not losing another SCV. But Dhark is going to mic around his Reaper, and he's going to get one SCV, and might actually pick off another one.
Yeah. Oh, wow. What is that, 3 SCVs? 4?
Dhark's killed 4 SCVs so far, maybe a 5th here. And he's going to get it.
Oh! Dhark doing some good work. 2 Marines out, going to push it away. Oh no, it's just going to go back and be a nuisance.
Dhark making this Reaper definitely worthwhile, and he's going to keep going with it. Try not to lose it there. And he's going to get out. I think, unless this other Reaper comes in. Oh, does get sniped.
Barhazd does take it out. But his natural, even though he did lose 6 workers, but his orbital's coming up, and Dhark was microing, so he wasn't able to get another SCV back on that natural, that next command center.
Yeah, his CC is definitely delayed compared to Barhazd, who can really just like use this mule to really kind of get back in that worker count, so that's going to help him out a lot.
And we are seeing the supplies coming back together. They're 27 out of 35 out of 38. It's looking good.
Yeah, I mean, even though that was some decent damage there by Dhark, it's not going to be really game-changing all that much. I mean, yeah, their SCV counts are kind of closing in together. Barhazd got that mule off, which is going to help him mine those extra minerals that Dhark wasn't able to, because his orbital is just halfway done now. So.
Oh, but the starport is quicker from Dhark. And Barhazd is coming up right now, and we're seeing 2 Hellions come out of the factory for Barhazd. And are we seeing the same thing? No, a tech lab is being built. We're going to probably see a Banshee.
Ooh.
From
I wonder
Dhark.
if he's going to... I think if he pokes in with this Banshee, I mean, Barhazd doesn't have really any defense. I mean, he can get a Viking out of the starport and then scan, but we'll have to see.
Mm-hmm. He can split up his Marines in different spots, and those Hellions are coming out. They might see it run across the map. Barhazd does have the towers, getting himself some pretty good vision. And who scanned whom? Dhark just scanned Barhazd's natural. Seeing what's up. A little
and
poke.
Barhazd with that nasty supply block there does not even have a supply depot going down. And that's going to hurt for quite a while.
And he is getting a Viking. Barhazd is getting a Viking.
Yeah, he did just finish up the NG Bane. He's going to throw down a missile turret, so that's going to be really good for that Banshee defense.
We do have a tank out from Dhark.
Good positioning there.
Yeah, going to siege up his position. Just make sure that there's no weird poking with Hellions. And that Banshee is going to confront those Hellions in the center.
But it's going to run past the Viking, and the Viking's going to get a couple shots on it.
It might even kill it.
I know,
Cloak
it doesn't have Cloak yet.
Nearly.
It's going to finish here soon.
Oh, Cloak is finished, and Banshee's done. So definitely a good position for Barhazd. Dhark opting to get the reactor core. Yes, yeah, to get the core, to get those medevacs out. It looks like we're gonna have tank Marine from Dhark, and
I mean, this might be just bio from Barhazd.
Yeah, it just looks like bio, no tanks. I don't know if I like that decision, but again, it's the mobility of the army that really can win in TVT, or the best thing that I see in TVT.
And actually, Dhark has a huge SCV lead right now. It's 40 to 29. So I don't know if Barhazad's supply block he had was like really like hindering his ability to make SCVs, but Dhark has a huge worker count lead right now.
Wow. So even though that Banshee didn't do work on Barhazad, Barhazad did the work on himself.
Yeah, not keeping up with that worker count. And CC does go down for Dhark, so it looks like he's going to try to get that third up pretty soon. No third for Barhazad, but continuing to add on attachments.
This is definitely a good timing for a third. Barhazad in previous show matches that I've casted has always not gotten his third at an adequate time. So I mean, he has 5 barracks right now. He's getting his stim. I don't know what interface do you have. Has he researched combat shields coming up now?
I have the exact same interface that you're using right now, the streamlined one.
Yeah, it sucks sometimes because you can't tell what has been researched.
Yeah, I think if you click on the worker, or not the worker, the unit that affects, up at the top left of the little thing in the bottom right, it tells you what upgrades it has for it. So
wow!
Yeah, so
that's
just
crazy nuts!
Yeah, it took me a while to figure that out as well. So
man, everyone, I just got played the fool. I'm the fool. No big. Oh, we have a drop coming from Barhazad.
Yeah, it's gonna actually do some decent damage. There's no drop defense in Dhark's base, so he's gonna have to react to this pretty well. He does have 2 Vikings, but they're not really in position. And that guy, they're actually flying away, so this is gonna probably do some decent damage here.
Ooh. Afterburners.
And they might actually, you're gonna get the SCV building the NG Bay. So some workers are gonna get killed, but a tank does actually siege up, and it's in a decent position. But I mean, the armory's going to go down, and that's gonna really hurt.
And tank sieging. Barhazad has to get out of here, but he's not. Oh, and he loses the medevac full of Marines!
That is terrible.
Oh, for an armory, I don't even know if that's worth it, and I can't necessarily do the math. One thing about Barhazad, I'm really liking this map control. He's got 1 tower, and he has the 3rd locations to see what's happening, and he himself is finally getting his 3rd CC.
Yeah, Barhazad, I mean, he's putting on pressure there, which was good because he's kind of preventing Dhark from really getting too greedy, which is nice because he's not getting a CC of his own. So he's, trading off, getting a pretty fast economy or a 3rd base instead to do more aggression.
Okay, I just noticed this, and I probably just wasn't looking, but Dhark is going mech. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, his armory was researching, and I mean, an upgrade when it got taken out, but I've never seen Dhark mech before, so I'm sort of at a loss for words.
I've seen mech dick, and it sucks. Oh, here comes Barhazad coming in for... Oh, but getting hit by Blue Flame Hellions and having Vikings that are taking care of... Well, you gotta move back.
I mean, a decent stim in. He did get one of the siege tanks and kept the majority of his units alive there, so not the worst trade. And he's trying to keep that siege tank low, because once Dhark gets a large amount of siege tanks, which he already kind of has, it's going to be very, very hard for him to take a straight-on engagement.
I call that the mech dick.
Why? Because it, like, what, penetrates you or something like that?
Yes. It penetrates your natural and slowly your main. unless you GG by then. But Barhazad at this point, he needs to be dropping non-stop. He needs to be everywhere, and he can. He could be in this natural right now and just take it out, to be honest. And there is one. I mean, you could definitely go into the main too. The mobility of this army is going to be Dhark's weak point, and Barhazad needs to expose that.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the nice mobile MMM army. He's got a decent amount of medivacs so he can drop around. And he's just continuing to add on that stream of units that you can see rallying to the middle of the map. And so I think, yeah, if Barhazad does something pretty aggressive here soon to try to, maybe keep the siege tank count low or do damage in the main or natural, that would be probably the best bet for himself.
Full reels. So Barhazad kind of posturing if he wants to... No, he's going to fill up those medevacs. And he's going to send 2 of them?
Yeah, it looks like just 2, or maybe more.
Well,
maybe a doom drop?
He has 1 Marine and 1... I don't know what he's doing right now.
a little bit of a botch micro mistake, but not too bad.
And dropping on top. Yep. In the main.
And these Vikings are going to be able to clean these Medivacs up really quickly. And now all he has to do is take these units out. But
yeah, Barhazd not getting over to the mineral line quick enough to take anything out, really. I mean, he does have those Marauders doing short work of those tanks, but...
yeah, I think that was definitely worth it there for Barhazd. He took out some supply depots, he took out 2 tanks. He did lose all of his units in the Medivacs, but, I mean, still decent work done there, keeping that siege tank count, I mean, from getting too high here, so... And he got that 3rd up and running with that aggression, so... Barhazad's still in a pretty decent place.
I still think he needs to be working, because when this mech dick gets erect, it's hard to stop, I'll tell you that.
And here it comes. I mean, it's pushing forward here, and Dhark does have a supply lead, so... I mean, Barhazad's really going to have to start trading pretty well here.
Oh,
to
no!
Try to stomp.
Yes, most definitely, but I don't think Barhazd has enough. It's 148, so 176 supply. I mean, really, Dhark has the skies on lock. He has those Vikings. He can.
He's got the air control. He can take out Medivacs and stuff like that. I mean, he can't really drop over his army, except he might actually go for a counterattack here. So.
Yeah, Barhazd is going for the counter to the 3rd, stimming up, getting right in there, taking out some tanks out of position. Oh, don't siege.
Really good. Oh, he's taking out all these unsieged siege.
Yes.
He's doing really short work of them.
Wow. But the Hellbats coming from the back may clean this up. He needs to, well, his Medivac's gone, so he can't get out. Just needs to run away. Run away, Barhazd.
I think that was an excellent play there by Barhazd.
That was awesome.
Those Hellbats at the end there, killing almost all of the siege tanks there. I mean, he did lose his 3rd, but he has another one ready to go and start mining again.
And so took out another tank.
Yeah, I thought that was an excellent move there. He added on a bunch of additional barracks there, so that's going to really help with this reinforcements.
That's
and
awesome.
he evened the supply up.
Yeah.
So he's in a great spot.
And that's, yeah, wow, that was a miraculous turnaround for Barhazd. I really thought he was almost out of it because that mech dick became erect, but got erect in a wrong position and then had to move around and then got unerect and then got killed.
Yeah, those tanks coming in without those Hellbats to tank for them was really kind of Dhark's downfall there, losing all of his tanks before the Hellbats could do anything, so...
And we have a small Hellbat contingent and 3 tanks. And his 3rd is getting re-saturated from Dhark. And Barhazd taking the other 3rd location, but just getting scanned by Dhark. And the engagement!
And I mean, Barhazd brought some SCVs along here just to tank damage, and he's going to kill all the siege tanks.
Oh gosh. Could this be the winning blow?
Yeah, I don't think Dhark can resupply in time. I mean, he might be able to get some siege tanks up in his main, but I think Barhazd will just take map control, and I don't think Dhark can do anything about it.
And just starve him out if that's the case. And we have 2 dropships going over the tanks for the drop on top of the tanks!
And that's it. He's going to clean up these tanks, and he's just going to go into the natural and, I think, just win the game.
Wow, what the GG move. And moving in.
What an excellent play by Barhazd there. Knowing he can't take out the tanks in the position they're in, running around, getting those tanks to pick up, and then taking them out when they were unsieged. And that was just excellent.
So clutch, and we get the GG from Dhark, and Barhazd takes game number 1 out of the UNM Penn State series.
Wow, that was... I mean, I thought Dhark had it there. He was in a great position. He was taking out Barhazad's 3rd, and Barhazad's decision to make 2 command centers there was excellent, so that way he had another command center to float to his other 3rd. I mean, I thought Barhazd just played excellently.
Yeah, it was way good, and now Barhazd, with his win, can now go see Veil of Maya and headbang his ass off at Blackwater, downtown Albuquerque. He's got to go to a metal show. He's a metal kid.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, let's go ahead and look at it. Yeah, Barhazd and Dhark. Barhazd does take it for UNM. And next match will be Vash versus BealtheSeal. And let me go ahead and get that infographic up there, G1. Okay, so both players are silver, gold, maybe prior that Wings of Liberty were platinum or maybe a little bit higher, but we see that Vash has a 58% win rate versus Protoss this season, 54 of all time, and on the map that we're choosing, it's Frost. He has a 40% win rate. It's a larger map, definitely something where you have to... When you're in lower leagues, I believe that players have a sort of tendency to not be aggressive. And on a larger map, you have the way to do that, but it also doesn't give you a chance to really move forward with getting high intense macro skills / micro skills. We'll see what happens. And BealtheSeal, Penn State's player, 42% this season versus Terran, and 48% all-time against Terran, and 0% on Frost. I look at his all-time. I don't think he's ever played on the map, at least on ladder. So we'll definitely see what happens with this. With them playing.
I know BealtheSeal, he has Frost vetoed. He's not a big fan of 4-player maps, so this is something he had to kind of really train for and try to like figure out, how to play on a map like Frost. But I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal, especially in PvT. Like 4-player maps aren't really too, how should I say it, dependent. Like your style doesn't really change too much on 4-player maps, so we'll see.
Well, mine does. 3 heads
What do you
before
do?
pool, buddy.
You're a Zerg player, that's why.
Yeah.
Else we just kind of do the same thing no matter what.
I like space. I like to be really far away and be really greedy, and then all of a sudden just be like, oh, why do you have an upgrade advantage? And it's like, well, I'm sorry. I took too many bases and I wasn't punished. And let's see what's happening in the chat. Everyone's just freaking out over the last game, freaking out.
Yeah, we just got both players in here. And
Sweet Lumen. Oh, can you make it 1v1? 'Cause I think the people will try to spectate, and then there we go. So if everybody's ready, seal or no seal, is that the question? Let's go ahead and jump into this game 2 between Vash and BealtheSeal.
So getting things underway.
Lumen stream sniping for Vash. What a BM, dude. Lumen is a gentleman who lives with Vash in the UNM area, a.k.a.
cool.
student ghetto. But
so what do you think we'll see out of Vash?
I think with these two players, we're definitely going to see a lot less aggression. It's just going to be pretty much a straightforward turtle, and then two armies just hitting each other at a certain time, and that's it. But I'm pretty sure that he'll do some sort of expand into like aggression. Maybe like put his do a one rack CC with a Reaper, and then do some type of 10-minute push maybe. And in the top right-hand corner, we have the Green Terran for UNM. We have Vash.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, we have our purple Protoss player, BealtheSeal, playing for Penn State University.
Awesome. So what do you know about Beal's play?
So I've actually been helping him out quite a bit. I know he doesn't really do anything too cheesy, or at least I don't think he will be. But he plays a pretty defensive turtley Protoss. He likes to kind of get rolling on 2 base and then gradually add on his 3rd and stuff like that. So I don't think he'll be doing anything too crazy. But yeah, probably go Colossus first and then into Templar Tech, something along the lines.
Okay.
But yeah, nothing too out of the ordinary.
A macro. I respect a macro Protoss that wants a 3rd and doesn't 2-base all in. Because if you like to 2-base all in, I like you, but I don't like you as much as one that wants a 3rd. You have to want a 3rd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have to say I don't really want a 3rd in PvZ, but I do want a 3rd in PvT.
Okay. And
it's just so easy to 2-base Zergs. I love it too much.
oh, I hate you.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
But I love it when I slap it off. I'm like, nice, silly 6-gate or 8-gate or whatever. That was silly. And then you're like, and then they stay in the game, and it's like, stop it. But
yeah, I know what you mean. You just get that nice amount of roaches or lings or whatever, and you hold it just so well, and you know you're in a great lead. But
it's okay. I could screw up, and honestly, I'm talking as if I survived that. I never survived that!
Yeah.
And we'll see these 2 scouts meet each other, both of them very confused and scouting in the wrong positions. Through process of elimination, they will definitely figure out where each other are.
Yeah. So, Beal scouting last, so kind of unfortunate for him, and I guess Vash will as well. So both players getting a little unlucky there, but nothing too bad, because neither player seems to be doing anything aggressive at all.
Mm-hmm. A standard.
He's doing Reaper.
The gateway
Vash is
cyber.
going Reaper.
Oh, for reals? Yeah. I called that. No big deal. Gateway cyber opening into expand, most likely going to get that mothership core out. Yes?
Yeah, most likely. It seems like... I wonder if BealtheSeal's actually going to go Zealot, or maybe skip it. If he skips the Zealot, this Reaper might actually be able to do a little bit of poking damage here, but we'll have to see. And it seems like he's probably actually not going to make that Zealot.
Is he going to make that Stalker?
I think he's going to go straight into Stalker. Yeah.
That's really smart. Let's see. Let's see that Stalker, Beal. Yes! Beal going for the stalker and chrono boosting it.
Good call on the chrono boost there, and he's rallying it right to his mineral line. So he's gonna get ready for this this Reaper, but it doesn't seem like the Reaper's gonna push in just yet. Oh, there it goes. Yep.
Doing little clicks, seeing if there's expansion. No, and there's no expansion. Let's go.
Well, the probe's gonna come down here and be a little unlucky. And he's bad control there by the stalker, and he doesn't get it. So
doesn't get it. Still alive. We do have Vash getting his command center on the high ground. I would love to have seen it on the low ground. To be honest, there's no reason why not.
Exactly. He knows that BealtheSeal really wasn't able to do too much there. I mean, he could have just lifted it off anyhow, and it's a 4-player map, and the map's pretty large, so the rush distance is it's going to take him a while to get across there. So yeah, I agree. Why not?
Whoa. Vash putting down 2 more barracks while his expand is going. I'm not sure about this. And that pesky probe that was hiding into the main of Vash is now dead. So I don't know if he was able to see this, was he? No,
he was not.
He was not able to see it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate there. He had that probe in there. He should have looked around, but looks like Vash might be able to do some pretty early pressure here with these 3 racks, or get a lot of units out, maybe for a big 2-base timing. So we'll have to see.
Wow. Yes, definitely. And
ooh, the Reaper gets in with the Stalker outside, and it's going to see everything. It's going to see the Robo, it's going to see the additional gateways, it's going to poke in and see the probe count and the extra gas. And he's going to even get a probe for his troubles there, so good poke in there with that Reaper. And
yeah, really great. And that Stalker's walking up. I don't necessarily like this. I mean, if you're gonna come up here, I mean, you're not really gonna scout anything as against Terran at the front of his natural. I mean, you'll see the bunker and that will indicate it, but you could just send a probe. And you should have a probe up there, like kind of hanging out anyway, another one, just in case you want to put a forward pylon to do some sort of pressure, or just to have in general for sight.
Yeah, exactly. Having a proxy pylon's always great, you know, to warp in zealots if they're coming by to attack you. If they do that like 10-minute timing, maybe you can afford 2 zealots to, you know, stay back and harass maybe a third or their natural. So yeah, I agree completely. And the Stalker's really not doing too much, just kind of hanging out in the middle of the map. So.
And we do have a factory coming down for Vash, and 2 tech labs not doing anything just yet, but waiting on that gas. Or no, he's got gas.
He's just not upgrading. Maybe he's saving it for the starport and the reactor on the factory. Okay. So maybe he wants faster medivacs to do maybe some drops. I'm not really too sure, but we'll have to see.
Oh, and I'm not so into this double what's this called? The bunker, the double bunker. I think that's kind of overkill up front. He only really needs 1 bunker, especially because he's making a lot of units. It doesn't necessarily make sense for him to, you know, have more defense when you're going to have like a good offense with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially this Marauder. Like, there's going to be some Stalker pressure on there. That Marauder is going to really help out a bunch there. So the 2 bunkers, yeah, a little bit overkill, especially with Marines on the high ground. So I don't know. We have an observer coming out there, going straight to Vash's base there. So to get some good scouting information, because BealtheSeal still doesn't know what's inside of Vash's base. So it'd be a good idea to kind of see what that is. And actually, the observer stopped. So just kind of sitting at that little passageway.
Well, he's going to get some sexy intel from that passageway, seeing that elaborate architecture from the Xel'Naga. I don't know if they were actually architects other than being gods, but that's okay. I like the towers they left. They're sweet, right?
Yeah, I know.
Those towers are sick.
When you walk up to them, they like form their little structure, and you can see everything.
Yeah, it's so efficient.
But I mean, both players just kind of macroing up, doing their thing, as you said. You know, not really any early pressure. I mean, besides this Reaper and the Stalker, I mean, just both players playing their game.
And that observer's right in front of the main of Vash. I wish he could just do a scan and kill it.
Yeah, I mean, since it's kind of nice because he has that observer not moving around too much, so it's a little bit harder to see than a moving observer. So yeah, Vash is going to have to kind of look for it, which he should be. A lot of Protoss players do this, and it would be a really nice pick-off because, you know, BealtheSeal's on 1 robo. He'd have to stop Colossus production to make another observer, which costs a lot of gas. So it'd be a good pick-off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing Beal, he's getting his extended thermal lance, he's getting his +1 weapons upgrade, he's getting Colossus, and his Twilight Council's coming down right now. He's definitely, and he has a lot of probes on his natural, going to take that 3rd, and I think that this sort of like early a bunch of Raxes, I don't necessarily think that was a good idea. I mean, he's reaching a point in the game where Colossus are out, and this sort of marine aggression isn't really going to stand. You're going to start needing Vikings like pretty much immediately now if you're going to make a push against this Protoss player.
Yeah, Vash, I think he got those racks like a little bit too early there, just because, again, as you're saying, they're not really doing that much. I mean, it was kind of like maybe he was going to do some really early pressure, but all of a sudden now he's not, and it might have been a little overkill. So
we do have 2 medevacs getting loaded up. That drop in the main could, I mean, that drop in the natural could do something, and I don't think that that observer saw it leave and doesn't have. Oh, but he does have another observer in that clutch area checking out that architecture. Oh my gosh!
Did you just see that?
It was perfect placement, and will he be ready for it? It doesn't look like.
I don't think he saw it.
Nope.
He's a mothership core in position to throw a photon overcharge right there. I think it's in range. So, I mean.
Oh, come on, Vash, you're giving me diarrhea with yourself waiting there. Come on, let's get in there. Turn on those afterburners. Let's turn this up.
And there's the drop. He's gonna pick off probes immediately,
but a bunch of Zealots and Colossus with external thermal lance are gonna get them out of there immediately. But it was cool to stop the mining for a minute. And are they gonna go to his third? Let's see how many.
I mean, workers killed by Vash is 8, so he's killed 8 probes this entire game.
Yeah.
So
2 to start
not too terrible.
and 6 this time around.
Yeah.
And
but again, BealtheSeal's got this 3rd base going up. There's a 3rd CC for Vash, but it's not in orbital yet, and it's not in position there. So, I mean, the longer... Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If you can, tell the guys to stop, and I'm going to get back into it. Everybody, I'm sorry, but my StarCraft just crashed. It does that, and I had it looked at. So we're going to jump right back in. Everyone, do not freak out. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Some guy in Jersey, don't freak out. I hate it when this happens, and I try so hard for it not to happen. But again, it wasn't a tense moment. Everyone should remember where they're at. My God, dude.
I mean, we could resume from replay, which is always super nice. So, not a big deal.
Oh, Rocky's freaking. That's cool. The world is ending. God, chat, you're so awesome. I want to take you. And I'll even turn on the music now.
Do you know how to resume from replay?
Yeah. And when I say yeah, I mean sorta. So yeah, just make me I won't have the replay. That's the only problem. Because when I crash, the replay does not save.
So, I guess everyone leaves the game then?
Yeah, leave game, and whoever leaves first is the loser. Did BealtheSeal leave first?
I'm waiting for them to leave, because I want to leave last. Just make sure that no one unpauses and sees what everyone has us.
Alright,
there
cool.
we go.
Cool. Sweet. Again, chat, sorry. I've done the best I could with my computer so this doesn't happen. So, I don't know why it does. But this should be the only time it does it. It does it like once, and then they're like, it's smooth sailing. Please don't cry. Take it to BealtheSeal. I did take it to Buck! Jung, I took it to Buck. Buck fixed it, but it's still there. The poopy still happens. I did take it to Metalogic. I did take it to Buck. I'm not trolling. Hate you guys so much. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back in that. But yeah, you're on top of it. Cool. Whew. It's not your computer, it's your SC2 client. Alright, well then come over and fix it, Rocky. Put your magic dick in my hard drive and make it work right. It's not Blizzard. Download. There's gonna be, there's an icon on the right-hand corner.
And then, is that like resume from replay?
Yeah, it's like an arrow thing. Like, you'll see it, or we'll see it, or something. Let's just hope they don't see everything each other has, or something. How do you do that? Make sure you put on your vision only, please.
Vash needs to change his observer overlay.
Okay.
Because if he doesn't have it on something that is playable, he needs to change it to the default. So.
Oh, good. I'm glad that you're on top of this. Oh, look at chat. What? This is wrong way. Recover, not resume from replay. How do you recover? How do you recover? All right, chat. If you're really smart, tell us what to do. How do you recover the game?
Okay.
Slypig, you're neon green. That means you have half a brain. Let's do this. Recover, resume. Do you see that where it says recover, resume? Mr. Grizzly?
I have no idea where this is at.
Okay, so I need arrows from the main screen. You gotta delete System 32.
Right click on replay. What?
Joe Meth is such a dick. Alright, we're quitting the lobby. I quit the lobby. Slypig, awesome, I quit the lobby. Did you right click and touch balls? Yo, leave lobby. Control Alt Delete. Nah, you're such a dick. Submit your PSU overlords. Grizzly, have you figured?
Right clicking on the replay only gives you the option to delete shown folder and rename. So,
Go to replay. All right, Sahara Drac. Yes, I trust you. Go to replay. Hit. No, that's not. It's not.
Oh, I got it. Here we go. Sorry.
We got it, kids. We got it. No sadness here. No sadness. And I have to give merit badges to all of the trolls out there.
Alright, so we just need to make sure everyone's ready.
AnEmortalKid.
And then we're good to go. Alright, let's do this.
Let's do this. We're gonna get back in the game. Again, everyone, I'm sorry that poop got pooped on. You know what I'm saying? Again, BealtheSeal and Vash, and then we'll remind you of what has happened.
Yeah, so, I mean, quick recap. Both players playing macro. Beal snagging his third base a little bit before Vash, who still has a CC in his main. And that's about it. You know, not too much action.
Barhazd going for a rack expand on the high ground, however getting 2 additional barracks on top of that, indicating some type of early pressure that didn't happen. And Beal has Colossus with extended thermal lance, and he has his third. This is a very scary Protoss. This is a very scary situation for the Terran. Protoss is so scary at this point, and Vash needs to start getting Vikings, or think about Vikings, to hope that he can engage this army.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, BealtheSeal definitely has sort of an army advantage. His composition's a lot better. He's got Colossus, he's got Templar tech on the way, he's got a bunch of Zealots, and Vash just has, you know, Marine Marauder, Medivac, no Vikings yet, so it's going to be iffy. It's going to be iffy. He's going to have to really power out some units here shortly, because it could get dangerous.
It's going to be a sweaty ball of a time, I'll tell you that. Maybe.
So this recovering takes quite a while. I didn't know it took this long.
No, I've never done this before. I've done something else that was kind of different.
Yeah, I've done the thing where you kind of just like scroll into the game and start it from whenever. Okay. So I guess we do.
Lumen's
ready again?
Yeah. Ready? Well, hey. Come on. Let's do this.
So we're just waiting on... Okay, so let's do this.
Let's do this. And the countdown! So,
That
boss.
awesome graphic. And we're back into the game.
Yay! See, that wasn't so bad, everyone. You were able to get up and take a pee-pee and go get a milkshake from your mom. Again, let's get back into the army. Let's see what army they both have. 68 army supply to 54, which is good. A Terran needs to be up more than a Protoss because the Protoss army is stronger with shields and just being an overall better units.
Yeah, and BealtheSeal's got 3 Colossus out. He's got Storm on the way, but he doesn't have a lot of Stalkers here. And Vash is, you know, kind of powering out Vikings, so he's going to make sure to add on a couple Stalkers there just so that his Colossus don't get completely destroyed. But that third is getting saturated there, and there's a drop actually going on in the main.
Will there be a feedback? If I see a feedback.
Good warp in there, by only Zealots though. And he's pulling his entire army to deal with this.
Yeah, that's not a good. He only has 2 stalkers. And Vash not really reacting, not feeling threatened by ground-only units, and dropping the 3rd.
Oh, the photon overcharge! He's going to actually deny that, and one of the medivacs could go down. Nope, he's actually going to drop his whole payload, and the Colossus are going to come help him this time.
And if he's not careful, he's going to lose!
Both of them!
Lost the full medevac and the empty medevac, while Vash is getting his 3rd. Still a good-sized bio army back at Vash's base, but again, this macroing Protoss is very scary, and these High Templar, oh gosh. I mean, I hope Vash has practiced his splits.
I know, BealtheSeal's in a great position here. He's adding on additional gates. He's got his 3rd almost completely saturated there, and his army is extremely scary with both Colossus and High Templar. So I am worried for Vash. I mean, 2 good storms here. I mean, 1 good storm even could put it in BealtheSeal's favor.
And I believe that with against Colossus, you need at least like 17 Vikings to be able to go again. I mean, it's so true. Well, I mean, he probably doesn't need that many because he doesn't have many stalkers in his army.
Yeah, exactly. He might actually be able to do a lot with just these 2 Vikings. And I think
I'd say he needs 10. 10.
Yeah, 10 Vikings is, I mean, that's a good amount. I'm not really too sure on the exact count there, but whatever the Terran player, I mean, really feels comfortable with, you know. He's only got 4 right now, which is going to be a little less, and a Zealot there actually making Vash pull all of his mules, so kind of unfortunate for him.
Yeah, those mules. Ugh. And oh my gosh, that army from Beal is moving up toward the 3rd of Vash, and it is scary, and he has enough. He's gonna hit it and quit it. He's gonna snipe this base and just get out.
I mean, that is a scary army. He's got a perfect amount of stalkers there to deal with the Vikings. He's got a huge amount of charge lots there to kind of, you know, deal damage and soak up damage. And then the amount of AoE he has is really scary. And a Time Warp on this ramp could be devastating if there's a reinforcement. But you're right, he might just come in here and kill this and get out.
Just hit it and quit it.
Ooh, and trapping some of that MM right there, some Marines and Marauders. That's unfortunate.
And Vash not moving out, being scared, but he's sending a dropship down to the natural. Oh, and here's the attack. Oh!
2 decent storms there. Another.
Oh!
Good storms there, and that's gonna be it.
Oh, that was the G. That's pretty much GG. The rape was pretty killer.
Yeah, those storms and the Colossus. I mean, just a culmination of everything, really. The Zealot, everything did their part there, and I think that's it. I don't really think Vash can do anything. Yeah,
Beal executing a great composition and taking game number 2 out of this series.
Ties it up 1-1 for Penn State and UNM. So,
do you have goosebumps?
I like that. I like that Protoss engagement. It made me a little warm inside.
It should.
So, next match is Spoonmaster versus Catwhale.
Oh wow! So Catwhale has been somewhat of an underdog in the UNM CSL community. He is new to it this semester, showing leaps and bounds and great achievements throughout our little matches that we have between each other. Really fun guy, and I don't know what else I can say about him. And who's he going against?
Spoonmaster. So that's our actual CSL coordinator and like the head of our esports group. His name's Ryan Chu, and yeah, so he runs like all of our esports stuff and our StarCraft stuff. So.
Oh, actually, I don't think it's that. I think we're actually doing AnEmortalKid and PartyPoison next. Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
So everybody, just forget you heard that.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
No worries, bro. I like it when you're excited about the next match, no matter what. So anyone out there who is, oh come on, Noah, just get over it. Get over it, bro. You're cool. You're sweet. So anyone who's watching, thank you for watching. I'm Menasor, a Gold League Zerg player from Albuquerque, affiliated with the UNM CSL team. And if you follow me, please message me your mailing address, and I will send you Metal the Brand stickers. Metal the Brand is my art and apparel brand in which I do really fun, gross things. So feel awesome with that. And what's so cool? Yeah, do that if that's cool. And let's go ahead and get into the stats here and talk about these players. So PartyPoison was added on just today, and what's weird is they both have very similar stats. None of them have been practicing on their own account or in general this season. I know AnEmortalKid has a Smurf account where he's been playing ones, but he's mostly a team player. 50% all time against Zerg. He plays Protoss and Terran pretty well, and he has 50% win rate on Yeonsu, which means he only played, I think, 1 or 2 games. 2 games, losing one of them. And the same thing with PartyPoison.
Yeah, so I'm getting everyone in the lobby here. I mean, again, the win rates are kind of iffy, so we'll have to see. I mean, I guess this could go like either way. So
Woot woot. I mean, I've been practicing with AnEmortalKid, but I still don't know what he does. He just beats me straight up, so it's no big deal. Are the kids ready? Are the kids ready? Why? All right, I'm getting some sort of messages from another place where messages lie. And where is this? Who is it? Okay, everyone in game. I don't think you should have. Okay, yeah, no observers. Lumen. Actually, anyone who gets in other than us, please kick them out because I'm afraid that it's lagging up the thing. Lumen, I love you. I'm sorry. Just watch from the stream. Honestly, I need ad revenue.
So, just need to make sure that AnEmortalKid is actually ready instead of talking about... Okay, so there we go. So let's get this thing started.
Yeah. So, AnEmortalKid, the Unm Csl team participant, he loves to BM, and he can drink more tequila than I've known a regular man of his size and weight to do. So
I don't know too much about PartyPoison, actually, just because this is so short notice. But he doesn't play too much with us, so I'm not really sure what we're going to see out of him at all, but hopefully it's good.
Yeah, I when I first saw his name...
All right.
What?
So, I guess there's something wrong with AnEmortalKid, or...
Did he pick Zerg? Oh, it looks like he picked Zerg. So, yeah, all you Penn State people, I want you to have that moment of, you know, euphoria of winning, but really we're gonna get back into this, so don't be so happy. What's AnEmortalKid? Oh, it's wrong map. It's Yeonsu, not Derelict Watcher.
Oh, I screwed it up.
No worries, bro. No worries. I had a crash. You had the wrong map. We're pretty even on being awesome tonight.
So it's Yeonsu. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
What was I gonna say about this? No, I don't remember. It's fine. So I hope there's a lot of BM in this. And when I first saw PartyPoison's name, I thought it was PantyPoison, and I thought, man, that is too cool. PantyPoison is like the greatest name ever. PantyPoison. Because I remember when alright, so I tried to play LOL and I hated it, but I tried to get 2 different screen names that I really wanted. And the first one was Foreskin Taylor, and it was taken. And I was I was completely just beside myself. Alright, so Zerg, Protoss, okay. Everyone ready?
I think everything's good.
Okay.
PartyPoison.
PantyPoison, dude.
PantyPoison. Oh, I wonder if someone has that name.
I mean, in LOL, yeah. Of course. I mean, if there's... Alright, so Foreskin Taylor was taken, and Mudbutt Trucker was taken. And I would not lower myself to put numbers behind it just so I could have it. And so that's when I really gave up on LOL, is when I couldn't be Foreskin Taylor or Mudbutt Trucker.
I know exactly what you mean. It's just like, I could add some numbers, or I could just change my name completely, yeah. You don't want to be, number 2 or anything like that.
Okay, in the top right-hand position on Yeonsu, a map created by DreamForge, who has just retired, it is AnEmortalKid!
In the bottom left-hand corner on Yeonsu, it is our red Zerg player playing for Penn State University. It is PartyPoison!
Oh gosh, may he bring the PantyPoison. If you consider the... Oh god, so AnEmortalKid, calling out Catwhale's name. It's been under quite scrutiny, Catwhale's name. Is it a whale-sized cat? Is it a cat-sized whale? We don't know! But AnEmortalKid is saying that it is a whale with cat-like features.
I can see it. I can see it. That makes sense.
So PartyPoison playing along, probably a little bit out of... Whoa, this is kind of an early probe. Kind of an early probe.
It's not too early. After that pylon, he's going to go and check and see if PartyPoison's going to 6 pool. And if he is, he's just going to pull a probe down and completely wall off and build a cannon behind it. So it's not too extreme, because it's going to probably be a Forge Fast expand. But again, yeah, it is a little early. A 13 scout, so.
Yeah, I just see it and I freak out because I hate it when I hate it when my hatch is blocked, and I hate cannon rushes.
Yeah, I mean that's the beauty of scouting after 9, because you can see what their drone count's like, whether they have a gas or a pool already, and then you can go block their expansion if they're gonna go hatch first, like PartyPoison looked like he's going to. And so, AnEmortalKid could have pylon blocked him there. That would have been very nice, but it seems like he's not going to.
AnEmortalKid, I don't know what's happening right now. This kind of run back and forth with this probe, and he is going for a forge first. This may be a beautiful, beautiful thing.
I mean, yeah, he can cannon rush. PartyPoison has no pool. I mean, the pool's just going down now, and he could he could get the deny on this hatchery, but
however, it's approaching 400 minerals, and we are going to see that natural come down from AnEmortalKid, and the Overlord will get there, and then it will put some relief on him. But he does have a drone on him, making sure he's not going to be too pesky, and if so, he might pool drones. Not sure. I mean, some people pull 6 drones to stop a cannon rush, but sometimes you can just cancel it. It just depends, really. But
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I know a lot of players that they feel very confident. They pull 1 or 2 drones, they make sure that it gets killed or whatever. And then there's some players who pull like half their mineral line and stuff like that, so never too cautious against the cannon rush, I guess.
And I'll tell you, I don't know the right way, but... Oh!
Yeah, no, you and me both. I get cannon rushed in PvP all the time.
And first blood! Will we have first blood? No! AnEmortalKid giving up the electric laser makeout session with that drone, and the drone will regen. Oh, a quick third! 4-minute third.
And will AnEmortalKid scout this, though? Because this isn't in the typical third location. Normally it's in that bottom 6 o'clock position, so maybe AnEmortalKid won't even see this.
It's kind of harder to defend, though. I mean, I think both the thirds on this map suck for Zerg.
I agree. I don't think this map is very good for Zerg at all, but I always typically see them in that kind of 6 o'clock position here, but...
So, 2 Lings gonna go up and scout the fronts, gonna see that cannon, that cyber, just normal stuff, and I don't necessarily know what AnEmortalKid's gonna do. I'm not sure of his build or his play. I mean, he's been playing on a Smurf, and that means he doesn't want to hang out with people because he'll play team games and not practice.
I mean, AnEmortalKid's at that kind of spot where right now is when he's going to kind of be deciding, like, what his tech's going to be. So we see a Stalker out first there, which, I mean, means he wants to get some scouting information, but he's kind of going to start banking gas here soon, and that's when he's going to start to throw down his tech. So I guess we just have to wait a little bit longer to see what that is.
Zealot going to be taking out some Lings in the middle of the map, a Ling running away. And AnEmortalKid getting that map presence, and also taking that Xel'Naga Tower in the bottom position of Xel'Naga Towersville.
Yeah, the Xel'Naga Towers are really, really good to have on this map. They give you tons of vision. You can see basically any attack path that's going to come from either person's base. Like, I mean, having both of them is just, like, absolutely perfect here. Like, complete map vision. So.
Oh, we're having Chrono done on +1 attack.
Could be a big gateway timing or something like that, because, I mean, we still don't see any tech down by AnEmortalKid, so... We don't have any gases at the natural, so could be maybe an 8-gate all-in. I don't know. We'll have to see.
And the Roach Warren coming down at an adequate time as well as gas. He's going to take these... so is he going to take his other 2 gas or just these 2 gas right now? I mean, he's definitely... Oh, we have that skirmish in the middle. 5 Lings, 1 Stalker, 1 Zealot, and Mothership Core. Oh, we do have a proxy pylon in that... Right, what is that? 6, 5, 4, 5, 4 o'clock location.
5-ish position, yeah. And we saw 3 extra gates go down by AnEmortalKid. So, I mean, there's going to be some 4-gate pressure, but nothing too crazy. I mean, but he's still adding on probes.
But I don't think that PartyPoison is not. He's still droning. Oh, he's getting out some roaches now. And getting a spine crawlers. He might be sniffing it.
I mean, he's a little bit afraid. He's got a Spore at his 3rd. Maybe he's afraid of, a Mothership Core coming in and attacking his drones there. Maybe something else, maybe an Oracle or whatever it is. But, I mean, this aggression, it could do some damage. It's nice because it's only a 4-gate. He's not committing too hard to this attack. But the Stalker's going to come in and might get taken out by the spine crawler, actually.
Oh, wow. That was big.
That was huge, and AnEmortalKid just now scouts this 3rd. He was unsure of that, and the probe's gonna have to get out there. Can't build a proxy pylon, and PartyPoison's gonna push this away for now.
Yeah, this little bit of aggression definitely thwarted by a Spinecrawler, 4 Roaches, and a Queen. And, I mean, not too much of an investment that early, and really, he's chrono boosting his +1 armor, and I just checked PartyPoison's vision. He doesn't see anything except the front tech. Doesn't know
Yeah,
what
2 Robos have gone down for AnEmortalKid. One is in kind of a funky spot. I don't know if, maybe an Immortal will be able to get through those mineral gaps. But it looks like he's going to probably try to follow this up with maybe a huge robotics bay push or something. Probably Immortals. Maybe Colossus if he adds on a Robo Bay, but I'm not quite sure what his exact plan is here.
Oh, and adding 2 extra gates. Could this be an all-in, a 2-base all-in?
I mean, I think it might be. I think these Robos are going to be for some fast Immortals.
Oh, but we have these Roaches coming up the front, going to take out this pylon, and stops the +1 armor upgrade.
And that's actually huge, because that's going to delay that by quite a bit now. It's going to have to wait for the pylon to finish and then start upgrading again. And we see 2 Immortals coming. Or no, actually an Immortal and an Observer. But 4 gates added on in the main. So I think this is going to be a very big all-in here coming shortly. But I think it's going to be a little late. I mean, PartyPoison's got his 3 bases saturated here. Now we can start continuing to produce units. And if he goes into Hydra Tech there, he'll be just fine, but he might be able to even overpower this with Roaches.
Wow. Yeah, he's getting this +1 ranged and +1 carapace, and Galen's Reconstitution, the Roach speed buff. And his creep spread is decent. This is really great. And he's got his 4th. He'll get his 7th and 8th gases rolling, so he can really just hammer up production on Hydra, Roach, or if he does decide to go Swarm Host. But I don't know if he'll be able to, if he'll go, oh, sniping that pylon once again, and that +1 armor will be late.
I mean, yeah, that's actually big. I mean, he's doing a really good job of trying to keep that upgrade lead. And he actually got most of his Roaches out there, which was really nice.
Wow.
AnEmortalKid fumbled with the Force Guilds a little bit, but I also think this pylon's in a bad position. I think Lings can get in there on that ramp. I think he put it up like 1 hex back or something like that, so.
Oh, more Roaches coming up. There's 2 Immortals there. Oh, they're not doing anything. He's got to get out of there.
He might be able to pick one of them off.
Oh, he saved it. But he's going to snipe it. No, it got done. Oh, it got done. And the Photon Overcharge is going to shoot it away. Oh my gosh, watch that Immortal! And the Immortal goes down.
Good play there by PartyPoison. PartyPoison's actually deciding to follow this up with Spire Tech, so he's going to look like he's going to go into Mutas, because he knows that AnEmortalKid is going Robotic Tech. And good play there by AnEmortalKid, picking off some additional roaches.
He knows AnEmortalKid is going Immortal.
Oh, yeah. Yes, he does now.
This is so awesome. And a Warping Amson Stalker is going to make that push up. And there's 18 Lings on the production tab. Overlord speed. His Zergling speed is starting now. Wow.
I mean, actually, this is a good timing. He's pushing out here. He knows he only has Immortal or Roaches, and he's got 3 Immortals here. He's pulling probes as well.
Oh, oh gosh, this is such a good position for AnEmortalKid. The Zerglings were just taken out along with a few Roaches, and now he's got 4 Roaches and 6 Mutas on the production tab. I don't think it'll be enough. This is a really big 2-base all-in.
I don't think it'll be enough either. There's plenty of Stalkers there to take care of these Mutas, and the Mutas are just going to trickle in here, and there's barely any Roaches. I think he's just going to push through.
Wow. AnEmortalKid coming with a strong 1-1, 2-base all-in Immortals, and... but these... Oh, no. I thought that those Mutas would get rid of those pylons, but it's not working out. And those speedless Lings are going to die.
I mean, a preemptive tech switch there by PartyPoison. It looks like that's actually going to be it. I mean... A great timing here by AnEmortalKid, pushing in right before Mutas could really accumulate, and he's just going to kill every unit that trickles in. I don't think PartyPoison can come back from this.
Oh, poor PartyPoison. Not able to give that panty poison to the AnEmortalKid who went Immortal. Oh, and what? He has a War Prism with him to be even extra BM. Is he going to turn it into... Oh yeah, he's going to take it over to the 3rd and put it in position to warp in right into the 3rd.
Yeah, just going to warp in some Zealots or something. Yep, that's exactly what he's going to do, and I mean, that's the game. PartyPoison pushed in at AnEmortalKid's main, and oh, there it is, GG.
GG, a PartyPoison getting his own panty poison against an Immortal 1-1 all at 2-base all-in from AnEmortalKid. Woot woot!
And that means UNM is up 2-1 against Penn State University.
And that was Game 2 UNM. Let's get
Yeah,
that.
so now we're on Catwhale, Spoonmaster, Derelict. I got it.
Yeah, we're getting this going pretty well. So let's go ahead and talk about Catwhale. Catwhale again, coming onto the new UNM CSL team this particular semester, showing great play and great works in the Team B segment of the team. This season, he has a 53% win rate against Protoss and a 49% win rate against Protoss all time, and that matches up with Spoonmaster's 49 of all time, but 71% win rate against Protoss this season. And on this map, they're both pretty much even. It's Derelict Watcher, so it's 53% against a 50% win rate on this map. So both players showing pretty much even scores, but really it's PvP. Anything can happen. I mean.
Yeah.
Who gets Warp Gate first? Who expands first dies? Who gets the Phoenix upgrade first? It just depends. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I don't really think even statistics matter here. I mean, the statistics are really close, but again, it's PvP. I mean, someone could be doing a build where it's susceptible to a cheese, and that cheese kills them. You know, anything could really happen. So we'll see.
And Spoonmaster, having a lot on his shoulders, need to get that game up. He needs to get that game. And Catwhale, can he continue this momentum of UNM? I always do 2-gate DT expand against Protoss. Yeah, that's really popular. Or it's really popular to do a DT expand. Very popular. Hello, everyone. Scream for your particular player of choice in the chat. Be happy and merry. It's a good time for StarCraft.
A great time for StarCraft. I mean, we're like halfway in now? Or I guess a little bit more than halfway in to our show match, so we got some really good games coming up, seeing our high-level players play, so I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Derelict Watcher. Your thoughts on Derelict Watcher as a Protoss?
I mean, the main is pretty easy to blink into for blink all-ins. So I like the map in everything but PvZ. I don't like it in PvZ. I think it's way too wide open. Roach Hydra concaves are too strong.
Wow, that's the reason I like it.
I wonder.
In the bottom left-hand position, we have the purple Protoss from the UNM CSL team. His name is Catwhale.
And in the top right-hand spawn of Derelict Watcher, it is our green Protoss player playing for Penn State University. It is Spoonmaster.
No doubtedly, he loves cereal.
Yeah, I don't know how he got that name, honestly. But there it is, Spoonmaster.
The master of spoons. Or maybe he means it in a connotation of snuggling. You know what I'm saying?
Oh! I'd love to be the little spoon, and he could be the big spoon. He'd be the spoon master. I don't know. Maybe.
You live near him. I'm sure you can put in a request to management to get in on that. Which I'm a big hugger, and I like getting spoon regardless of gender, so don't worry about it. So in PvP, I don't know how to read it that well. All I know is we do have a very an earlier scout from Spoonmaster coming into the base of Catwhale, and he will see a gateway first.
I mean that was a pretty safe scout. Spoonmaster kind of scouting on 9 just to make sure that he's not getting proxied, so no double gates or no cannon rushes there. As we can see, Catwhale kind of scouted around in his natural there with that probe to scout for proxies and stuff again. So both players just kind of scouting their own way. You know, it's just kind of preference, whatever way you want to scout.
And we're seeing the double gas from Catwhale, probably going to put 2 probes per geyser. I've seen him do that quite often. He usually does a gateway cyber expand. I'm not really sure what tech he'll go into. I mean, sometimes he does Stargate, sometimes he does not. And we are seeing basically the same thing from Spoonmaster right now.
Yeah, I mean...
Let's not drop. Spoonmaster, okay, never mind.
Spoonmaster lagging a
as
little
long
there.
as he lags, I don't care. Because then, then the chain can't be mad at me. We're seeing an identical opening.
Yeah, both players staying on, you know, the same probe count, you know? Same exact thing, basically.
Spoonmaster going to take another look back inside the main of Catwhale.
I mean, yeah, a decent little scout here. He's going to see the gas timings. He's going to see, you know, how many workies he has on gas. But at this point in time, he's not really going to scout for any tech or anything like that. So not the biggest giveaway.
And they both have, well, now Spoonmaster has 3 probes per geyser. Oh, both of them do. Wow, okay.
Yeah, it's very similar openings, but now we kind of see them diverge a little bit here.
Gateway coming a little faster for Catwhale.
And I mean Stalker and Sentry. So one player choosing to go Stalker, the other one choosing to go Sentry. So That could mean Spoonmaster is going to do some kind of maybe aggressive tech. Maybe we'll see oracles there. You know, he kind of wants to keep his ramp defended from any aggression or something like that. But we'll have to see.
And seeing that mothership core come out from both players.
Yeah, I mean, I'm basically a necessity. As fast as you can, you know, getting that energy up for those photon overcharges. So.
Do you feel that you use it to scout like straight off the bat, or do you use it just for like kind of like just defensive only?
I use it mostly for defense and PvP, but just like a quick observation, Catwhale actually proxied to Twilight Council up in the top left-hand corner of the map.
Oh my gosh!
So I think he's gonna do DTs.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So I mean. I think Spoonmaster did check out a little bit outside of his base to look for proxy pylons, kind of at that 4th or 5th location or whatever that is. And you can do that with your mothership core. You can kind of scout around there and see if there's, you know, any proxy locations or whatever. But I mostly use mine for defense.
And another forward pylon coming on the elevated area of Derelict Watcher toward the north.
I mean, I'm worried about Spoonmaster's opening. I mean, he doesn't have any tech as right now. I mean, he has sentries. He can force field for a little bit. But the Dark Shrine did just go down now, and there's no tech out right now for Spoonmaster that's going to be able to give him detection.
Yeah, no Stargate to get that. Is it Revelation with the Oracle?
I think so. I'm always so bad with that.
The names?
Yeah, I just know which one does what, you know.
Okay.
Maybe it's Envision.
Envision or Revelation, or or getting a robo to get the observer out. However, it doesn't look like that's going to happen, and this is going to be neither player knows what the other player is doing necessarily. So
both players actually just threw down a robo at like the exact same time. So, I mean, the Dark Shrine's going to finish up a long time before an observer gets out. So. I think these force fields are going to have to be pretty decent. He's got a lot of energy on him, but he's got to make sure not to whiff them.
And he also has enough chrono boost on his main to hurry up and chrono boost that observer. And I believe the observer warp-in time is actually very quick, especially with a chrono boost.
Yeah, actually, you might be right here. The robo's going to finish up soon. The proxy pylon isn't very close, and I think he probably will get it out just in time. And a hallucinated oracle is not actually going to poke into Catwhale's base. Just kind of sitting. Oh, there it goes.
Just saying that it's moving.
Yeah. So 2 DTs are coming in, and the observer.
And Catwhale does the freak out and move stuff, not knowing that it's a hallucination.
And the DTs are going to come in here. Whole position there on the Stalkers and Sentries is fantastic. They're not actually going to be able to make it in. And
the Observer's out, and it's thwarted.
And is he going to get both of them? Big pickoff. He gets both of them there.
He gets both of them, and Spoonmaster keeps this natural expansion, and Catwhale is definitely in a bad position.
I mean, I completely agree. They're on the same tech. They have about the same workers, 29 to 33, and advantage is Spoonmaster. And I mean, units, it favors Catwhale by just a little bit with that failed DT attack. So I think Spoonmaster's in a great spot here. I mean, he should be able to hold this. He's got full energy on his mothership core. He can photon overcharge. He can time warp. He can force field the ramp. He can buy as much time as he needs to in this game. So I think he's in a good spot.
Here comes a sort of maybe an aggressive poke from Catwhale. He has 1 DT, mothership core, 4 stalkers, 1 zealot.
Ooh, and if Catwhale loses this observer, he could be in a bad spot, because if he could pick off
and Catwhale loses that observer.
Yeah, if Catwhale could snipe Spoonmaster's observer there and then warp in DTs, he could be in a very good spot, but that was very unfortunate. So DTs aren't going to do too much here.
But he's choosing to make the Archon. I don't necessarily... I mean, this is definitely, pretty much an all-in right here. I mean, Catwhale, he doesn't have enough money yet to put down that expansion. If this little push doesn't work...
I mean, this Archon just needs to break those force fields, and I think it'll be in a good spot. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of stuff, but these sentries are kind of useless here. I mean, they don't really do that much damage, so it's really just these 2 Stalkers as an Immortal. And these Zealots, I mean, if they get up and close, they're going to do a lot of damage. The second Immortal does come down, he's going to push up.
With the Immortal up front.
Bad rally there with that Immortal. And the Photon Overcharge needs to go down. It does go down there, the Archon's dead, and the sentries are getting in, the Zealots are getting in on Spoonmaster's army. And they are doing a lot of damage. And I think Spoonmaster holds pretty well there. Yeah, he holds definitely very well there, and he's going into Colossus Tech for Spoonmaster. Catwhale putting down his natural expansion, though it's very behind. And what's the probe count?
Oh, 45 to 31. Huge.
It's not good. He just cleans up these stalkers here. He's coming in with a, I guess not. He's gonna actually go home and he's gonna expand and try to salvage this game.
And will Spoonmaster counter? This is definitely a good time for him to counter, or he'll.
Yeah, exactly.
He's probably no. He just made that oracle, that fake oracle to go scout, and he's gonna wait for Colossus to come out and just probably go kill Catwhale unless Catwhale can, make a solution for this.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point in Spoonmaster poking out now when he's got a Colossus almost done, and he might actually go for this third here. He's throwing out on Pylon, and I mean maybe. I don't know why he'd go for a third. I think he could just, close it out. I think he can wait for this Colossus to finish and just go in there and win. He's got such a supply lead. I mean, I don't see why not.
No, it's good. And this Dark Templar Twilight tech hasn't been scouted either, and it'll probably remain up there. The Oracle's going to fizz out by the third location.
But, I mean, I guess both players decided to go into a macro phase.
Wow.
I don't really... I mean, Catwhale didn't really have a chance going into this macro phase. Spoonmaster still has an opportunity to kind of push out with a really strong army advantage. But again, like every minute he kind of waits, he's giving Catwhale an opportunity to kind of come back into this game. Catwhale's continuing to make probes. It's 37 to 52. Again, he doesn't have a very strong army, but if he can kind of get a good hold here, I mean, defender's advantage, he might be able to do like, I don't know, a miracle play or something like that. So we'll see.
I mean, really, at this point, it will come down to the engagement. If Spoonmaster decides to poke in and at a wrong angle, or gets caught on that ramp, and there's some type of AOE, maybe Catwhale can come back from it. Is there any more tech coming? Yeah, he's gonna go Colossus as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a very iffy game. Spoonmaster's pushing out now. He's pushing out with his +2 just finishing. Catwhale only has his +1, a third of the way done. Colossus tech is going to be very far behind. And this Oracle's going to say, okay, well, there's some Zealots there, but, I have a Colossus. I have 2 Colossus, actually, sorry. I have Sentries for Force Field. He could maybe Force Field a ring around this army, and these Zealots would just die completely, but...
Whoa.
Who knows?
Did you see that? Did you see that preemptive force field?
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
I think it was a jitter. I think it was the jitters from Spoonmaster.
Maybe he's a little nervous, yeah. Catwhale supply block here.
Oh, shit, and the high
does not have a pylon coming down. So, he's going to be at 92 supply for this army. And Spoonmaster with 132, warping in 2 Archons to seal the deal. And I don't even think...
Yeah, this is definitely GG right here.
Yeah. Some not very good force fields there for Spoonmaster, keeping his own Zealots from not attacking, but I don't think it's going to matter too much.
No, Spoonmaster being somewhat cautious with his posturing aggression coming up, not getting too far, and he's pulling back. He could definitely just move in and just rape.
Yeah, I mean, he's got everything he wants at home. He's got cannons and the mineral lines. He's got his third mining a little bit of minerals. He's killing the third off for Catwhale. I mean, I think this is just a game. I don't think Spoonmaster can possibly lose.
And the third was canceled by Catwhale, by this little Zealot counters.
Yeah, I mean, I think Spoonmaster just kind of wants to, secure the win. Decent force fields go down there, and that's the GG.
And the GG Spoonmaster taking this game in the UNM CSL versus Penn State Esports series.
So that's 2-2. So it's actually like a real team league game. I mean, this could go all the way to the actual ace match, and that could be the real decider there. So that's exciting.
This is exciting. And there we go. Spoonmaster taking that game 3. So evened up, and next we have DrTed versus Mancer on Alterzim Stronghold, the biggest map in the map pool. DrTed. He has not really played too much this season, so he has a 0% win rate against Protoss. However, all time he has a 52% win rate. And on this map, he has not played it yet on ladder, so it is 0 to Mancer's 50%, which I think that means he won 1 map and lost 1 map, 1 game. I don't necessarily know, I forget what it looked like, but he has a 50% win rate, 62% win rate against Zerg, all-time, and 67% this season, so showing improvement over his overall average. And we'll see what these players have to do to ensure that win for their respective organization.
So I have to ask, do you like Alterzim?
I'm going to be honest with you, I've played it as a Zerg, and it just sort of, even though I'm able to take really quick bases and defend myself, but I can't, it's so far that even with my speedy units, I can't get to the other side of the map quickly enough to seal the deal, you know? Because, you know, I'm a Zerg, I throw my army away, and then I'm like, oh, the next one will be here in a minute. Well, on that map, it's not like that.
Yeah, I hate Alterzim. I just don't like it. It's way too big. I don't like that natural kind of in your base kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not a fan.
Okay, all right. It's definitely. I mean, you remember the beta of StarCraft, Wings of Liberty, and the earlier maps, how small they were, and how they tried to kept it Brood War-esque. We're gonna jump into this game, but they kept it Brood War-esque in a way, and later they're like, we need to do macro games. We have to have games go longer because the battles happen so much more quickly, which is sort of a kind of a bad trade-off in an entertainment point of view. However, I believe that this is, I mean, it's a step in a different direction, but I definitely don't. And now that I'm thinking about it, this map doesn't really help the entertainment value of a StarCraft match.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the earlier maps, of course, like, were very, very small. You got, like, a lot of one-base action and stuff on there. And now we have these huge maps where, like, I mean, one-bases are pretty weak on a lot of maps now and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's just kind of the new flow of things, so.
Totally. In the top right-hand position, we have the blue Zerg from the Unm Csl team. Give it up in chat for DrTed!
And in the bottom left-hand corner of Alterzim, we have our red Protoss player playing for Penn State University. It is Mancer!
Woo!
Hey, everyone.
He's red. So
clap, clap.
Now let's watch all of these players get 3 bases and
really.
just chill out. Again, yeah, that's how I feel about this map. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see 2 hatch before pool from DrTed.
Yeah, I mean, as a Protoss player, I don't like this map, but, like, getting your natural, I mean, it's like the easiest thing in the world. You can just build like a gateway and a zealot and just get your natural. Like, it's so easy. You don't need to forge fast expand. You can do whatever you want. So it's really nice.
And this game,
but again,
this map changes the meta. I mean, if a Protoss is typical to a two base all-ins, it's not necessarily too effective unless it's, you know, very gateway based and he can keep his immortals or whatever his tech units are alive.
I mean, I absolutely think this map is great as an anti-2 base, like all-in for Zerg, because this ramp going into your main is really easy to defend. So if you sack your third, you say, okay, I don't want my third, but you just want to kind of make sure your main and natural get defended. It's really easy to defend that, because anyone who has to walk up that like one force field with the ramp, they're gonna get slaughtered. I mean, it's really hard to walk up that ramp. So as a Protoss player, if you wanted to base on a Zerg, like in this situation, you need to maybe have something where you can get high ground vision, like a Blink or a Warp Prism or Void Rays or something like that, just so you can kind of get up that ramp or do it in an easier way. So, I mean, I don't think it would be very strong if Mancer were to 2-base all-in.
Oh,
we'll see. Maybe you will.
We do have a 15 pool coming down, but we have it going down right in the flight path of the geyser here.
That's gonna be a little bit of a nuisance for him. I mean, it's not too big of a deal, but that kind of sucks.
This is kind of typical DrTed, though. So there's definitely something around it. I mean, he does certain things like this that are, oh, who's dropping? Don't let it be me. Don't let it be me. No, we're cool. Awesome.
Okay. So yeah, I was worried there for a little bit. Yeah, but we're good.
And so yeah, he's now figuring out he should just cancel it and get a third. I mean, oh gosh, oh look at that, that's so sad. Forge first, but not being able to do any sort of cannon aggression, getting down that natural expansion is Mancer.
Yeah, a little bit of a weird wall off here by Mancer. I mean, he could have kind of closed that in like a hex, but I mean, whatever he wants to do, so we'll see.
I know nothing about walling, and I try to explain it to people I play with sometimes who are lower league or just getting started, and they think I'm a huge asshole.
Okay, yeah, so I'll tell you right now, this is kind of like the wrong way to do it. You want your cannon to not be able to get attacked by Zerglings, and by putting the cannon right up the ramp, the Zerglings can directly attack it. So you'd kind of want to put that behind the pylon and forge, but whatever.
And DrTed getting the last scout off, figuring out where his opponent is, having four Zerglings on the map, and 2 Overlords in certain areas that determine that he's not in those areas, and they are cross-spawned positions.
Yeah, so these cross spawns, it's such a huge like distance. You have to run for quite some time to get to the other person's base, so as you were saying, that really sucks. I mean, it's nice for Protoss because, you know, we just warp in on our proxy pylons, but for anyone who has to actually reinforce their armies, it sucks.
Because it feels as if, I mean, when I was playing on this map against a Protoss player, from what I remember, I was like, oh man, I usually win in this case. Like, where's my other army? And I look, and it's like on the other side of the map. I'm just like, God.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to spread so much creep on this map just to get it like to the halfway mark. Where on other maps like StarStation, you put down like 2 creep tumors and you're already halfway across the map. So.
We have the third coming down from DrTed, as well as Metabolic Boost, the Zerg Speed.
Yep, and I would have liked if DrTed got an earlier third, honestly.
Very true. He could have done it, and he could have defended it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, the walking distance by maybe like a Zealot and a Stalker that come out of your first gateway or whatever, it would take so long to get across there. And as we see, Mancer doesn't even have Warp Gate yet. Or does he have Warp Gate?
No.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Does he?
Yeah, I think so.
No, he does not.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
But he's going double Stargate opening.
Ooh, okay. This is probably going to be an all-in. I mean, I can't imagine going double Stargate, not following this up with a heavy amount of gateway units.
Void Ray all-in, or is he? No, he's going to go Phoenix for sure.
Maybe a little bit of both, actually. Picking up stuff with your Phoenixes, kind of removing roaches from the battlefield or whatever, and using your Void Ray to kind of hammer them down or whatever. I could see both going out.
Oh, Phoenix! I should have bet $5.
Phoenix out of double Stargate is a little weird, though. He's not in a position where he can do a lot of damage with with his gateway units. Like, Phoenixes can only harass; they can't really win you the game at this point. So it's really weird to see him chrono boost out these Phoenixes, especially when he doesn't have the income to do it. So he's only getting 2. I mean, I feel like this is just really weird. I'm not a big fan of Mancer's build right now.
DrTed getting that Roach Warren, sort of a bit on time, but again, he should be focusing on getting his third saturated as opposed to getting gases right now. I mean, he's not going to use that gas anything for quite a while now. Lair, typically I get it at about 7, I start getting it at the 7-minute mark, so I think this was maybe an earlier lair that I'm used to. And he's also getting that Hydrogen, getting ready for that. Oh, and 2 Phoenix is going to pop in, maybe snipe some Overlords here.
I mean, I love that Hydralisk gun read. That's going to put him in a great position here. He sees he's going air. He's throwing spores down already. I think it's going to be very hard for Mancer to do any sort of big damage. He has 2 Void Rays on the way, so he was doing Phoenix Void Ray. But, I mean, against Hydralisks and Spore Crawlers, I don't think he can do a lot of damage here. Yeah,
and Mancer not opting to take out all these Overlords that are just chilling out outside in the range, outside of the range of DrTed's defense.
I know. I think that was a big mistake there. He could have killed 4 or 5 Overlords there. They're all out in the open there. I mean, DrTed's now pulling them back in like he should be, but I mean, Mancer kind of screwed up there. He could have been a much better position.
Absolutely, and now switching to Void Rays.
I feel like he's just getting kind of hard countered here. He's going for his third, which I agree with. He can't do 2 base damage there. But these Void Rays, they're just going to get shut down so hard by these Hydras. The extra damage that the Void Ray does against armor doesn't affect the Hydras. So, I mean, Hydras are the best response to Void Rays, and that's exactly what DrTed is doing.
And these little Lings might take care of this little probe. Will it happen?
Oh!
And the probe lives!
Not quite.
And we have Hydras coming across the map, or at least, no, they're coming back to creep.
Yeah, those Hydras are not going to be able to get across that map without speed.
It sucks.
Can you imagine slow Hydras trying to
Oh
walk
god,
across
you know
this?
how pissed off they would be against the Overmind? They'd just be like, oh, you're making me run all the way over there, not even on creep, and you didn't get my muscular augments. I'm gonna get cramps. Get on some tonic water. And that 4th coming down at a good time. Typically, a Zerg that isn't getting any aggression should take his 4th at about 10 minutes, as well as his 7th and 8th gas to really ramp up and prepare for either getting that Broodlord or Infestor or Ultra Tech. But, I mean, honestly, right now this is a great composition for DrTed to take out Mancer. Mancer still stockpiling Void Rays and going to have gateway units to complement.
Yeah, I mean, Mancer has a fleet beacon coming down now, so he's maybe going to get Tempest, maybe going to get carriers. But these Hydras are coming in. I mean, they could do a lot of damage here. So
I think they're going to take out this third.
They could. I mean, these Void Rays are actually a decent count. He could probably defend this.
Yeah,
with
he
these
will.
Cannons.
He has those 4 cannons there. Okay.
But I mean,
here it comes.
He's got to make sure. Yeah.
And the Ling kebabs were too much to bear, so he's pulled back.
Yeah. But again, I wish DrTed would take maybe a 5th already, just because Mancer's kind of got this uncontested 3rd. And DrTed, you know, he's got his 4th base like finishing now, but I mean, I think he should kind of assert his dominance and probably go for a 5th, just to stay safe, you know.
And DrTed had like 1,500 minerals. He just spent a bunch, but he still has 800. He could just be making overlords and have 200 cap supply right now. May not be maxed out, but at least have it. I mean, this is typical DrTed in certain ways, but he's putting on those Hydras. His +2 is started. He's getting Ventral Sacks for his overlords. I think this may be a mistake because this happens when I spam keys.
Yeah, exactly. That happens to me too. I don't think he's going to be doing drops. He could be though, because I mean, Protoss Air's kind of slow except for the Phoenix, so maybe he'll do Overlord drops with like Lings to do some damage. I'm not quite sure, but we'll have to see.
And now we have this force of Hydras and Lings coming in against these cannons and these Void Rays, but DrTed getting scared, moving his Hydras back.
Yeah, and I mean, Mancer with a pretty good defense hasn't really lost anything so far. DrTed not losing too much yet, no valuable units, but I mean, units lost, it's 500 for Mancer and 1,500 for DrTed, so not a big deal, but a big swath of Hydra and Lings are actually going to come in here. May actually go for another attack.
Oh, and these misrallied Overlords work as almost a retard magnet, but not being a good enough retard magnet to kill those Void Rays.
That would have been very clutch if he would have got under those Void Rays and killed them with those Hydras. But it looks like he's going to come back in here, and he might actually be able to kill these cannons off.
This is a lot of cannons, but I mean, it works to save time. Oh, and there's 2 carriers out.
Yeah, 2 carriers out here might be able to do some damage, but the Hydra's kind of picking away. A lot of the Hydras are still alive, so deciding to pull
and
back
those
anyhow.
Lings are doing work on them probes.
Yeah, I mean, good play there by DrTed, knowing he probably can't take out this Nexus, but he's going to try to get some probes along the way. And he killed 11 probes for his effort there, so pretty good play there.
And those carriers are in a position where you could come up and try to snipe them, but Mancer being a good Protoss, keeping his air units behind the 3rd. And
Yeah, 3... Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
I was going to say, 3 Stargates here are kind of powering out Mancer's army. He doesn't have a lot of ground tech, I would say. Normally when you see a Protoss player go air, it's followed by, you know, Charge Law, Archon, something of the sort. But it seems like he's fully committing to just air. Like, that's what we're seeing here, so...
He wants those carriers. He's going to get them. But DrTed is putting down that Spire. He may be ready with some of them Corruptas.
And, I mean, a good snipe of the 3rd there by DrTed. And that's a huge crippling blow there. I mean...
Especially going that mass air.
I know, yeah. Right now, Mancer can't fully support 3 Stargates pumping out carriers, and DrTed's, you know, just sitting safely on 4 base, you know, continuing to make units, get upgrades, get his Spire tech, get his Hive tech, and continuing to just kind of macro away.
But still, against typical DrTed, having so many minerals unspent and still not having that 200 supply, or that. Oh, and the Hydras are coming to deny this 3rd again, and he does get the cancel.
Good play there by DrTed, making sure that 3rd stays down, keeping him on 2 base. And I mean, the scary part about this now is if Mancer kind of pushes out with this huge armada, can he kill off DrTed right now? I mean, the Hydras, yeah, they're strong, but they might not be that strong.
They're not. He needs Corruptors. When you're a Zerg player and you have a Protoss player going air, you need to go even more air to kill it. I don't understand why DrTed is opting to get Enduring Locust upgrade. Going Swarm Host isn't necessarily smart, I believe, against air toss. I mean, it's not good. Or maybe
it's not good at all.
Maybe he hit it and he was trying to get fungal growth.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that's what he did.
Glands. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Because some good fungals here could be very, very good. You know, if there were stacked Void Rays or something like that.
And that's what Mancer's doing. He's keeping all of his air units stacked up in one general area. A fungal would be completely fungal with corruption, with Corruptors, deadly.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be the best composition there for DrTed. But DrTed's still getting these upgrades. He's got a huge upgrade advantage right now. It's 2-1 for Mancer's air army, and 3-3 is almost done for DrTed's ground army. So, I mean, really, really good job on staying up on your upgrades.
And Ted's maxed right now. He's maxed. He could just throw this army away and just, you know, he has enough bank right now. Or at least if he saves his Corruptors, that's really all he needs to do is just save Corruptors, get rid of some supply to get more Corruptors.
If he comes in here and snipes this third, maybe does some damage. We'll have to see here, though.
The engage, and he's focus firing, maybe? I can't tell.
I think these carriers are doing a really good job of just kind of cleaning this up.
Hydras are evaporating. And that third will go down by those Zerglings and those Hydras. Or maybe not, yes. And he gets the third!
So I think that was fine for DrTed. All the carriers stayed alive, but all the Void Rays basically died. Only one Void Ray left, which means mass Corruptors actually could be stronger in this situation because they do extra damage versus massive. And that means that Void Ray, I mean, isn't going to be that useful now.
But DrTed made Hydralisks. I mean, his 3-3 is going to be done. He might be able to do some work on him if he focus fires, but he's got to make it quick, and all of them got to be balled up. They can't be going in like this is in a stream, and he's going to...
Bad rally.
Oh, move out of there, Dr. And Mancer,
he got one Void Ray, but
so confident. He's so confident in this army here, and oh my gosh, will he be able to take these out?
He's going to focus fire down one, and maybe get a second one for his trouble.
And there's Lings, and Lings to do the counter. Lings to just...
A nice Ling counterattack. I really like that. That's going to put some pressure.
And 10 minutes. Well, he doesn't have any gas. Oh my gosh. Vinny doesn't have any... I mean, DrTed doesn't have any gas in these...
And he's going mutas?
What?
Is he going to go for a base trade?
It looks like he's going to, but it's not going to be good. He doesn't have enough Lings out on the map in general.
He's throwing down a bunch of spores. He's going to go for the base trade.
Oh no. Oh no.
He's going to spore up his third, but it's going to be too late. The spores aren't going to finish.
They won't, or they'll just maybe finish, and those mutas, they're just gonna get evaporated. Oh, maybe, I don't know.
He's gonna focus down one, but it doesn't.
Oh, no transfuses going down on those spore crawlers. Oh no, they had a few, but nah. Oh, the queens are gonna die.
Mancer may have done it. I mean, DrTed's got a lot of bank, but not a lot of gas, and that's exactly what he needs to make Hydras or Corruptors.
He just needs to make a crap load of Lings if he has the larva. How many larvae does he have? He has 21.
There's one carrier with 1 hit point, no shields, sitting in the back there.
That's crazy. So sad. I got DrTed having a very big advantage this entire game, but choosing the wrong thing to go, trying to remax with Hydras and really should have remaxed with Corruptors.
Yeah, I mean, these Overlords are getting killed off. He's now supply blocked, and I think that's the game.
Yeah, this is game. Mancer, very confident with his carrier play and really taking this game convincingly after a very convincing upgrade lead from Mr. DrTed.
I mean, all that harass, denying of the third, the 37 worker kills, I guess it just doesn't matter when you can't kill the main army.
Wow.
So that's it.
Wow.
I mean, we see a Hydralisk den, a spawning pool, and a spire being built in that like right-hand position base with a layer tech going down, but I just don't think it's going to be enough.
No, there's not enough gas to stop that. I mean, he really should only make a spawning pool and make a crap load of hatcheries and just start spamming Lings and make sure you have cracklings. What are his melee upgrades?
Like, I'm not sure.
We can't see it in this observer view.
I mean, I think there's an upgrade tab, but I'm too newbie to be able to hit it. So,
are there any more Lings? Oh, there they are. Oh, they have 0 melee.
He doesn't have melee.
Oh, so. But we'll see what happens here. DrTed's staying in it, like a strong guy, strong Zerg.
I mean, he's throwing down spores at his sort of last layer tech base, but I mean, I really just... I mean, Mancer isn't even electing to get a third base. He's just saying, okay, well, I think I've won. I'm just going to clean up stuff, so he's confident that he's just going to win, and I can't blame him. I mean, yeah. He's got a huge carrier army.
Why waste the APM, Grizzly?
Yeah. When you can just shift-click A-move around the map.
Yeah.
He could literally just do that and just, like, go, get some food, maybe. Do whatever he wants.
Do something fun like that. And DrTed just and putting another base up in the 11 o'clock position, 10 o'clock position.
Yeah. I mean, again, he's not really mining anymore, so there's the GG.
DrTed getting thrown out. The momentum of the Penn State Esports Club is strong.
2 wins in a row. I believe that brings us to 3-2. Am I right?
Yes, 3-2. So that is game 4, Penn, G4.
Okay.
So
Going into Slypig versus Trumpet now.
wow, and this is a match I've been actually waiting for.
Oh, are you a big fan of Trumpet?
I am a big fan of Trumpet. He, I didn't really know him that well until this season of CSL. We had a Division B, like 2 players from Division B of the Unm CSL went against all of Division A, and even people from Division A had to go against each other. And Trumpet won all of his games with a convincing 2-0 against players that have been placed higher than him on ladder prior. So he's probably the strongest player on the UNM CSL team right now, as both skill and composure. And Slypig playing the trumpet in this picture, which I thought was pretty awesome. But
everyone thought that was hilarious.
Good. Yeah, I like funnies. And okay, so chat, thank you for watching. I'm Menasor, a gold level Zerg player out of Albuquerque, affiliated with the UNM CSL team, and I'm joined by.
I'm Grizzly. I'm going to be playing for the Penn State CSL team, and I'm a Diamond Protoss player to back that up.
Awesome. So, and I want to thank, well, I mean, I'm Metal the Brand, the artist apparel guy. But after this match, I'll show you some stuff and also show you Insomnia Cookies website, who is also our other sponsor of this show match. And I hope you guys all enjoy this. And if anyone's joining us for the first time, please hit follow. If you hit follow on my Twitch stream, message me your mailing address and I'll send you Metal the Brand stickers. So definitely do that if you'd like to. But to talk more about these players, so Trumpet this season, 35% win rate against Terran, 56 all time. And this map is new, StarStation, because prior, it's now a 2-player map as opposed to a 4-player map. But even in the last map, the spawning positions you were always cross anyway, so it's basically the same map. On this particular new version, Trumpet has a 78% win rate. That's super high. Slypig having 31%. And then Trumpet having a 47% on the old map, and Slypig on 44 on the old map. So Trumpet, I believe, is the stronger player on this one, even though showing this season not having as much luck against Terran. But are the players ready?
Both players are ready, so we can get right into this.
I'm super excited. Let's get started. And StarStation, it's been always a good map for Zerg, for me, but again, there's no Zergs in this. It's been a good map for me in general. For Terran, well, tell me about what you like about this map as Protoss.
So I actually hate this map, but there's a few things that I do like, and one is it's very easy to blink into the main. You have a very wide perimeter for your main base, so blink all-ins are really strong, like any sort of blink play, just because there's so many opportunities to blink around and stuff like that. Alternatively, there's a lot of surface area there, so there's Muta Harass can be very good. Reapers can get in and out and stuff like that. Drops are a nuisance to deal with, so that kind of issues that come with having a large main.
Most definitely. And in the top left-hand position on the UNM CSL team, we have the red Protoss. His name is Trumpet. Chat, go wild!
Hey! And in the bottom right-hand corner of StarStation, it is our blue Terran player playing for Penn State University. It is Slypig!
Woot woot. Yeah, I don't like that. This is the most boring matchup to me.
Really?
I kind of don't. I mean, it's the one that I'm always like, oh, it's a TVP, whatever. Because it's not TVZ, it's not TVT, and it's not PvP. Because PvP is like doing a drug you've never heard of before, and then you're either turned on to it, or it's always an experience. You may not like it, but it's an experience.
All right, yeah, I completely agree with that. Because I was going to say, a lot of people sometimes don't like PvP, but that analogy was really good. It's always an experience.
It could be a bad trip, but at least it was a trip. Some people in the chat liking PvT. Oh, Spoonmaster. Whatever. Barracks first. Will he get that gas? Yes, he will, and then we will see a Reaper from our Terran friend.
And then Trumpet just playing standard as could be. Just getting that gateway out, getting his gas. Yep, pretty standard.
And now, have you seen Slypig play prior? What's his play style like?
So Slypig's a very, very macro player, and I've actually played with him a bunch. He's pretty good. He trips up in the late game. His like Ghost Viking control. You know, in that point in time when Protoss player has Colossus, High Templar, and the Terran player has Ghost Viking, they do that kind of dance where they gotta kind of micro their units really well. And Slypig, unfortunately, kind of stumbles in that area. He's not very good against storms. He's not very good with his ghosts. But everything up to that is very solid. He puts on a lot of good pressure. And I think he's going to be strong in the early to mid game, but I feel like if it goes into the late game, that's when Slypig's going to be at his disadvantage.
Okay. I think Trumpet shines in his late game. He is a solid macro Protoss player. Sometimes he goes DT to expand, but that's mostly against Protoss. He will go Proxy Stargate. It just depends. He's mostly kind of defensive, but he definitely gets the Colossus and gets the High Templar. And his execution of that's great, and he's really good with drops. He's good at seeing them before they're coming, as well as just being very prepared to pull drones pull probes at a very earliest convenience when seeing danger.
And Trumpet's actually getting this double gas. That's a little uncommon. It's not too uncommon, but that sometimes implies that maybe he wants to get faster tech, something of the sort. Usually, you can just go one gas if you're going to do a fast expand, but two gas is also an option.
And here comes that Reaper. Will he get some pro blood? No?
Ooh, and, I mean, staying safe, he didn't want to go into that mineral line. I guess he was afraid he was going to get a surround on. So, I guess just, poking in, but not doing any damage, really.
And with that Mothership Core, he will be able to expand to his natural area very easily with little to no pressure from that scouting Reaper.
He didn't check for an NG bay, but it doesn't matter because he's just going to get that Nexus down right there. It would have kind of sucked if there was an engineering bay block, but no problem there. And there's actually a probe just kind of chilling at the kind of 6 o'clock position just outside that base, so there might be a proxy pylon going down there soon or something like that. So maybe he will do DTs or something like that because of the early gas, but I know. We'll have to see.
He'll have to take care of this Reaper before he decides what tech he's really going to go, putting down a second gateway. And we see a reactor core coming on. Oh, it has been added onto this barracks, and his factory is finished. Will we see a swap? Oh no, just going 1-1-1 to open, a safe opening.
Just gonna get that tech out nice and early, so not a big deal at all.
And this is game point for Penn State, right?
Yes, I think it is 3-2 right now.
Yeah, this is game point for Penn State. It might be an ace match for the main event.
That would be awesome. Our kind of masterish Zerg player who's really good, Shlood, he plays a lot, and I've heard he's an excellent macro player, so I'm excited for that.
Cool, awesome. And what are we seeing? Catwhale getting that that robo facility, going to get out to get the observer out, do some scouting, because right now he knows absolutely almost nothing. I mean, he pretty much has an idea of where he's going, but for sure not having any scouting of it. And there's a Widow Mine. What else is he doing out of that factory? Just Widow Mines?
Yeah, I think he's probably going to do a Widow Mine drop. I know Slypig really likes to do that a lot. Just do an initial Widow Mine drop, just to kind of catch the Protoss player off guard, kind of punish them if they've got an observer in the wrong position, or units out of position, or they're not checking for, drops or something, so. And
this is where Trumpet really shines. He's very, like, if you see where his positioning on his Mothership Core right now, on the more east side of his natural, just to see that come in a little bit earlier. And maybe this observer will see it. Will it just... Nope. Just missing it.
And unfortunately, he doesn't have any vision out here of his main, so it looks like this drop's going to come in there uncontested, sorry. And the Mothership Core can photon overcharge. It has full energy, but
it's all the way on the
other side. It's going to be far away. Yeah.
Oh, and there it comes down. And will he react?
Ooh, the Widow Mine!
Widow Mine. Killing 6 workers.
I would say that is definitely worth his trouble right there. The Medivac's going to get away, and the Widow Mine doing a good amount of damage there, and that's going to force another Observer out. And the Observer does actually come back, and and it looks like those Widow Mines are going to get cleaned up there.
But really great, getting Trumpet off his game for a few minutes. All of his probes are now to his natural. He needs to migrate them back, make sure there's no more Widow Mines. No more Widow Mines, so he's good to go. Getting those double upgrades. And what are we seeing out of the Terran right now? Getting his third stim and getting his second engineering bay. And going to move on to his third. Man, two macro players going to have that big death ball, or have balls of death to throw at each other, maybe sweaty balls of death even.
And that was a good play by Slypig. He gave himself the worker lead, so it's 44 SCVs to 40 probes. And normally the Protoss player would be in the lead there just because of chrono boost and stuff like that. But that's nice for Slypig, giving himself that nice little economic lead, and as well as getting that third orbital. So he's going to be able to take that third whenever he wants to, and he's going to do that right now. So Trumpet electing to actually go for a tech route instead of going for an economic route. So yeah, we see those nice upgrades coming down. That's going to give him that nice upgrade advantage, as well as getting a fast charge, and is going to get some Immortals out there. So he's going to have a little bit better tech there than Slypig, but I mean, will it pay off? That's the real question.
And Slypig taking map control and moving Marines out to take the towers. I like that move. Map control and vision is always the best. Especially, does he know what's going on? No, yeah. He sees everything. He saw basically everything he needed to see from Trumpet. And Storm coming in rather quickly. 11-minute mark.
Is
Storm.
there a... Oh, how did I miss this Templar Archives?
Yeah, I missed it too.
How... Yep, there it is.
But the Storm's coming in, being awesome, and he put it in a location that's a little bit harder to check out, but also maybe a little bit of a vulnerable location from drops, 4 drops.
Yeah, a drop that comes in here, even just snipes this pylon, could be a little unfortunate there. I mean, of course there's no drop that's going to come in now to snipe that pylon, but again, that Templar Archives is a little bit exposed.
Oh, we have a Widow Mine that's burrowing in the 3rd area for against Trumpet, and he has a probe out of the blast radius right now, but we'll move in to try to get that. Oh no, he saw it, and he's moving forward with his army to outrange. Stalkers do outrange the Widow Mine, so he's going to wait for the Observer to get over there and just go ahead and take that out.
A nice little cheeky play there, but Trumpet, you know, not going to get fooled by that. Saw that with his probe and pylon.
Oh, and another drop in the main of... but not going down. There's a... Yeah, you see this, right?
I guess he's doing something somewhere else, or I don't know. But yeah, neither player sees it, though. That's the funny thing.
Wow. It's so camouflaged.
Oh, wait, he's moving back. I mean, no, he warps it.
No, he doesn't see it. Oh, my gosh.
The probe's got to see that now.
Oh, and now drops, but the quick pullback. But, Slypig being really great, dropping his stuff while they're leaving.
And
what will he focus?
Nothing. Good cleanup there by Trumpet. But he's actually going to attack his assimilator there, so hopefully he doesn't kill that off. But he is attacking his own assimilator. Oh, doesn't kill it. Ooh, and the drop at the natural there.
Yeah, Slypig getting a few probes there. The High Templar moving forward, that's not a good idea, but he does speed back that. Oh, and does storm it just for fun. And does he keep his High Templars alive? It looks like he did. Yes? Were there 3?
Yep.
Okay.
I think they were only warped in 3. So.
Slypig taking out and Slypig moving across the map with his bio army. I don't know if this is necessarily a good idea. If these storms land well, he's going to have to turn around.
I mean, some decent splits here. He might be okay. Or I don't think these Templar actually have storm. Did he storm? Oh, no.
Yeah, just one. And that was decent, but probably not good enough. And, oh gosh, lost the Mothership Core as well. Slypig.
Some decent splits. It's going to come into the engagement. The Zelts are going to charge forward here, but he's going to try to kite back here. And I don't know if it's going to be enough. Some reinforcements come in here. Vikings land to do some damage here. Another storm goes down, but I think Slypig's actually going to push forward here and pick up all the Zealots.
Oh, wow. Another warp in? Or how is his supply? Yeah, that one Immortal's almost dead. I mean, those Zealots will tank for so long. Okay, Zealots are out. More Zealots out. That third's being defended. Slypig pulling back. Gonna get recharged.
I think Trumpet actually holds here. There's one Medivac that's close to being dead. A lot of these units are on low health. And I think that kind of stops Slypig's aggression there. I mean, he can try to poke forward here some more, but there's a lot of charge lots that he's going to have to kite. And there's one High Templar that's going to get Storm here shortly. So it's going to be risky business there, but we'll have to see.
And we have
Trumpet can hold.
We have Slypig going ahead in the worker count, 58 to 76. So, I mean, this is the point where a Terran is just going to keep macroing and sending that ant line of Marines and Marauders up to the base of their opponent. And that scan
yeah, good scan and a stim 4 there, and he's going to force him to go into an Archon, but he does lose all of that MMM there.
And we have a 2-2 versus 2-2. How's that 3-3 coming? 3-3 is on the way. And where's 3-3 on the way from Mancer? I mean, we do have 3 attack coming from Slypig. And both armies kind of posturing forward, seeing what's up.
A drop at the natural is going to have to divide Trumpet's army there. He's going to pull his probes, but there's going to be an attack at the third, it seems like, so he's not going to be able to deal with that drop at his natural, and he's going to charge forward there.
Losing quite a few zealots, and then having to turn around and take care of that natural expansion drop. And Slypig, oh, yes,
pause.
We have a pause. Everybody on the corner of their seat.
Oh my.
Take a deep breath. My hotkeys flipped out. Sorry. Ready? Cool.
Okay. There we go. Alright, so Slypig's gonna push into the third. Oh, maybe not actually.
No, he's pulling back. Maybe his hotkeys got fucked up too.
Yeah, maybe that pause screwed up Slypig. That'd be funny.
And we do have 2 ghosts in this army. Kind of
so
scary.
He's just gonna wait. Yep. I mean, there's a huge reinforcement here coming for Slypig, just like streaming across the map. That big line of blue.
Great macro. Very great macro from Slypig.
But there's a Colossus actually going to be coming out here rather shortly. That could change a lot. There's only 1 Viking out here, and I mean, it could be a saving grace, but 188 to 134 in favor of Slypig. So I mean, it could get dicey.
Hashtag dicey.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
And okay, EMP.
We're seeing EMP, but
Oh!
EMPs are down.
And with the engage,
I mean,
the Zealots
Slypig
pushing him back.
continues to take back. Yeah, I mean,
And taking out 2 medevacs out of that.
ooh, that's huge. But the Immortals are just gonna die here if he stims forward.
But
oh, is he gonna go? He's gonna go for it.
And the Colossus is there.
Colossus is there.
Colossus needs to attack. Colossus attack.
He's gonna go right for the Colossus. He's gonna get it.
He's gonna get it. Will it work out? It's very close. It is extremely close. And they're going to trade evenly on this.
Yeah.
But reinforcements coming from Slypig.
Unit's loss is actually favoring Trumpet there. So trading just a little bit better there, but I mean, yeah, these reinforcements might actually be able to kill these stalkers.
Where's that mothership core? Do you see a mothership core?
There's no mothership core out for Trumpet. Right now, it's 7 Zealots and 4 Stalkers and 1 Colossus. That's it.
And that Viking and 1 medevac is carefully is forgotten about up in this general area where I'm looking. And there is another medevac that has 1 Marine in it that's sitting by the natural. So I mean, Slypig's sort of losing track of his medevacs, and he definitely needs them. One of his medevacs by his army has almost no health, and the other one is in the yellow. Oh, opting to bring back the Viking and the other medevac.
A huge amount of barracks add-ons. I mean, if you look at Slypig's 3rd base, just look at all these barracks he added on. I mean, he's got his 4th base up and running now with a huge amount of mules. And I mean, if Trumpet can't stabilize here, I think Slypig might just be able to keep throwing MMM at him and just maybe can kill him.
And he just denied Trumpet's 4th, excuse me. We do have 2 Colossus out. This could change everything right now. If Slypig does not start jumping into Viking... Oh, he's going nuke!
3 nukes!
3 nukes, everybody! Yeah. Everybody! Go crazy! There's nukes! They're my favorite thing! Again, I told every player if they're Terran and they land significant nukes, they get 1 free item from the Metal the Brand web store. Oh my god.
If we could see, I think it was that one MLG where Jinro nuked, I think it was a Protoss player's army to win that series or something like that. I mean, we could see that. We could see Trumpet maybe push forward with an all-in or something like that, and I mean, a nuke could be devastating.
I would be so happy. And 3 nukes! Oh my gosh.
I thought it was a mistake at first. I was like, oh, 1 nuke. Maybe he messed up. Maybe he accidentally hit it, and then 3. Oh.
Nukes are never a mistake, Grizzly.
My mistake there, yeah, but... a bunch of Tech Lab barracks actually at his at his 3rd, and that's going to be helpful for a lot of ghosts. And
I think we may find that point where he's going to opt to kill a lot of his SCVs to get more supply.
I mean, that could be it. He's completely maxed. He's given Trumpet a little bit of time here to kind of
get that fourth
stabilize.
Up.
Yeah,
but he's moving his whole army away to get his third.
Ooh. If he nukes around that third base, he could kind of zone Trumpet out there.
Oh, look at these High Templar! These High Templar! They're totally exposed, and there's the nuke! There's a nuke on the map!
It's not close.
Oh no! Yes. Well, not good, but still good. Whoa, and we have the second nuke coming down. And will he try? No, he's just gonna chill. And then we'll Slypig. This is a really good move if Slypig would go kill his fourth. Oh, and blinking out! But still getting killed by stuff.
Yes,
oh, those High Templar! What is up with those High Templar? Oh, they're trying to get the feedback.
I mean, this is a really scary position.
Oh,
here.
God. This is game point for Penn State. If you're into Trumpet winning, you better scream right now in the
These
chat.
Templars are out of position. This ghost could snipe them all.
Oh no, he just got rid of one, but one's still alive, and he's going after the other ones. He's got to be careful. This is a really hard time for a Protoss player, but oh wait a minute. Oh no, that was okay. And moving forward with Colossus, and it is the High Templar. Oh, the High Templar is trying to get into a great position to storm that bio.
Only 2 ghosts left with his army. Both of them with really high energy, but I mean, he lost a bunch of them for free, but he's denying the fourth base there with a good drop, killing off the probes and killing off the actual Nexus itself there. So Trumpet's going to put in kind of a make or break position here. He might have to just go for it here soon.
So Trumpet posturing forward with those 3 High Templar, and both players are basically almost max. In this Protoss army, we have 3-3 with 1 shield, and we have 3-3 Terran, so it's super even, kind of super even. I believe that Protoss is favored because they have shields, and when they're max, that's even scarier. But if he gets good EMPs off, he might be. Oh, this is a weird position.
I know. I mean, storms or EMPs could go either way. Good storms could completely put Trumpet in a great position. EMPs do go down, get a little bit of the army, but the High Templar are going to come in from the top. Only not very good splits, and a decent storm there gets a lot of the Vikings in half of the bio.
And here's the against Great Storms! Great Storms!
I think that just won it for...
Oh my gosh, did Trumpet just get us to the ace match?
So I don't think Slypig can reinforce in time.
There's no way!
I think that's it.
Oh my gosh! Trumpet with a sound and holding off such aggression and getting on those key storms and keeping that Colossus alive and most of his army and going to whittle away the production facilities of Slypig.
I mean, at one point, Trumpet had like 4 Stalkers and 7 Zealots, and that's it.
That was a BM storm!
I mean, I don't think Slypig can come back. 175 to 116 supply. I mean, I think this is it. I mean, there's storms go down on these SCVs too. Actually, he's got no storm left, but I mean, that's it.
And this planetary, but there's a nuke!
Oh,
but there's a nuke. Does he see it? Does he know? Is he gonna get hit? Oh my god! Oh my god! No.
He's gonna hit the SCVs.
He's gonna hit his own SCVs! Or maybe not, he killed it in time. Never mind. If he would have hit his own SCVs, he would have got a free thing. He would have got a free item from out of the brand. Remember, nuking yourself works just as well in that deal, but oh my gosh, Trumpet getting to that point where he's comfortable, that large ball of death, and just moving forward and landing those key storms.
I mean, there's no real AoE left for Trumpet, but I don't think it matters. The
It doesn't
stock
matter.
count is enormous. The Zealot count is enormous. I mean, I think Trumpet could just move into this and win. I mean, what is it? A couple Marauders at like half health? I mean, I think Trumpet's got it.
Yeah, 134 army supply and against 90 army supply in favor of Trumpet.
Although a bad engagement here with this planetary fortress could turn it around. I mean, never underestimate a planetary fortress.
Trumpet knows what's going on. He's not gonna fall for that kind of that shenanigans. And Trumpet is still trying to get his fourth up and getting it up. And now the final engage, most likely the blink back, getting the Zealots get up front to tank the damage. A storm, a key storm, killing off that bio.
I mean, that's it. I think that's the game. 66-162. Trumpet with the amazing comeback, beautifully done. And then, I mean, just getting his fourth base up here, and that, I mean, that's it. I mean, he can just blink up into the base and win.
I'm sort of extremely disappointed that I haven't seen a nuke do a lot of damage.
That was such a tease.
Oh. I love it when I'm nuked. Like, I even think, like, I'll just put my army in it. Just put my army in it. It's so good.
I haven't been nuked in, like, I don't know. I don't think I've ever really been nuked.
Oh!
We're in the ace match.
We're in the ace match. Trumpet, Protoss, Slypig salad. Such a good time.
I am so excited here. I honestly thought going into this, I thought it was going to be a stomp either way. I wasn't sure who would win, but I was like, either we're going to stomp or we're going to get stomped. And I guess I was wrong because we are going into the ace match, Shlood versus Mesha.
Oh yeah. All right, so we have to talk about this. This is really this is kind of crazy. So Mesha is he doesn't go to UNM. He's what is it? UCLA graduate. And he works in Albuquerque, and he's friends of ours. So he's a part of the Unm Csl / StarCraft Club. He has been a Masters level Terran, a macro-oriented Terran. Definitely is more favored on maps that are close proximity locations like Yeonsu, where he can macro up and get his Marines, his antline of Marines, into the base of his opponent. The map is Fruitland. If any of you are not aware of Fruitland, it is a crazy map. It's so fruity. There's fruit everywhere. It kind of reminds me of a weird, like, Asian art, large strawberry thing. So on this map, Mesha has a strawberry % chance of winning on this map. And Shlood having the banana advantage in percentage on this map, because you know what? You could be fucked or fuck someone with a banana. So we're gonna see which way he decides to use it and how he decides to use it. This season, Mesha has had a 33% win rate against Zerg. He's been kind of struggling, but he's been practicing a lot the past couple days. Hopefully he'll be able to come back over it. Overall, 55% win rate against Zerg. But that's not with the Widowmine nerf. The Widowmine nerf kind of kills his anti-Zerg army, because I've been facing him and really it's really good time to be a Zerg and not a good time to be a Widowmine. But Shlood, probably being the stronger player, the more consistent player, has been Masters longer and has been Masters in a time when getting into Masters has been hard. He has a 47% win rate this season against Terran and 49 all-time against Terran. So this is the ace match, and Mesha is probably sweating in his pants. Shlood sweating in his pants. His balls are liquidy. They need to win.
All right, let's jump right into things.
Yeah,
let's go. Let's do this.
On Fruitland. Oh God. All right, so just to talk about this map real quick, the reason why this map is somewhat significant is in the 3 o'clock and 8 o'clock locations. There are 2 lemons, and those lemons have 3,000 health, 3 armor. If you're able to get through them, it'll make the smaller lemon, and if you get it, it's 500 minerals. So you send a worker over there to go get it, and it gives you someone an advantage. Will they get it early? Will they get it later? It doesn't matter, because at both points it's really crucial to because basically when I go on this map against Mesha, I just bleed out of money, and if he there was a point in time where I needed those lemons and they were gone because he took them in the late game and he had enough money to kill me. So in the top right hand position, this is the ace match. Unm Csl teams puts out the pink Terran, Mesha!
Game paused.
Grizzly has paused the game.
I think this might be on a wrong speed.
Uh-oh.
Because it is a custom game.
Okay.
I'm not sure how to check it, though.
Let's just restart.
I know I just killed it.
Let's just restart. Don't worry about it. I just don't want this to be shitty. No one likes it, so we're gonna restart. So F10, Q. F10 Q. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're
getting.
Okay. So everybody, just chill out. Everything will be cool. Again, this gives me time to show off my stuff. So go ahead and get the game together. I'm gonna show everyone this real quick. Blah blah blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so Insomnia Cookies is one of our sponsors. We would like to thank them very much. They have a website, and you're able to select a store in 30 different locations in the East. So if you're up late at night and you're somewhat inebriated or somewhat on a higher level than other people, definitely come and get these cookies. Also, if you're in any area of the country, you can check out my website. It's metal-the-brand.com or metalthebrand.bigcartel.com. Bigcartel.com. I am a graphic artist as well as a screen printer. So again, if if any esports teams or anyone needs shirts printed, I do that for anyone in the country that would like that done for them. And you can see my art's pretty cool. I have all over print t-shirts that are die-subbed of dinosaurs and burgers and fries, some personal art of samurai owls and zombie burgers, and some other cool stuff. I work on stuff all the time. I'm also a commercial screen printer and graphic designer, so if anyone needs overlays or something they want done and you're a part of esports, I'll definitely do that at a discounted rate, or if free, if that what needs to be done. But I want to thank myself because I love esports. It's awesome. And Insomnia Cookies for being sports. And guess what? It's time for that game that we got really excited about maybe 5 minutes ago. Oh, where is that? I got to get back over there. And we're there. And are we ready?
Yeah, we're going into it. We're getting into the load screen, so you got time.
All right, cool. No, we're good. So yeah, we talked about the lemons. So that lemon power up is some pretty epic stuff, either in early game or late game. But again, that's 3,000 minerals at 3 armor. 3,000 health at 3 armor. Oh, and it's the different spawning positions. So if anyone had a plus from whatever position, whatever. But spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. Unm Csl sends out the Pink Terran. I want everyone from Albuquerque to start screaming, it's Mesha!
And in the top right-hand corner of the map, Fruitland, we have our yellow Zerg player playing for Penn State University. It is Shlood!
Woo, woo, woo. So tell me about Shlood's play. Have you went against him? Have you seen him play?
I have actually. So Shlood's sort of our dark horse. He shows up to, we have like meetings like pretty weekly, and he shows up to like every 2 or 3 or whatever it is. And he's just sort of that kind of person who just kind of quiet, plays online ladder by himself, churns out a ton of games, and just constantly plays and stuff like that. But from what I've heard and what I can tell, he is very, very good. I heard he's a very good macro player. Sometimes plays like B teamers on the North American ladder. So like anyone you'd think of, I don't know, maybe like Kawhi Race, I don't know, like some root players maybe, no offense to them. But he's pretty good. Like when he was like top masters, he was top masters. So, and that was like an impressive feat of its own. So I expect some high level play from him.
Woot woot. And I heard on the chat that some people would like Mr. Grizzly louder. I turned him up as much as I could. I hope it's okay. If not, we'll hope.
I'll move my mic a little bit closer, so hopefully that helps.
Great. Yes, that should, because now I can hear you a lot better, and I think everyone else can too, hopefully.
Sounds good. Sorry about that.
Whatever. Everyone's raising their shoulders for Penn State, so I love to see that. I love to see an area excited on this. I want to keep these things going. If you guys can, please reach out to other CSL teams, other people that want to do this. This is so much fun. It's a reason to practice.
Yeah, definitely. Like everyone, like I know people who kind of play like a couple games a day, maybe not even. But when they found out about this show match, they're like, "Oh my gosh, I have a reason to play. I want to win. I want to do my best out there, and I want to show everyone what I can do and stuff like that." And it's super, super awesome. And thank you so much for putting this on, because it makes me happy just being here, watching my teammates play, getting to cast, and it's awesome.
Totally. We do have that Reaper coming out from Mesha. Gonna get some early scout in. We did have a 15 hatch, 15 pool. Very standard. We might have a standard macro game.
Yeah, this map it's pretty weird for, macro kind of orientated. You've got the lemons, but we don't have that many bases, right? After your 4th base, it starts to get really iffy. Like, where do you take that 5th? Especially as a Zerg player in Shlood's position. Maybe you do some 3 base plays, some, 2 base plays even. But getting that 5th base, getting to that kind of late game, it gets iffy because it's a small map too, so.
And that Reaper's going to come up here, see that natural. We have 2 queens coming out, and this is a gasless opening from Shlood. So we may see 4 to 6 queens. Very clutch making of that extractor there.
The APM by both players right now is just like staggeringly high. Shlood's average is 255, and currently Mesh's is like 200 some. So, we have high level play coming out of both these players, and it's exciting to see.
That's pretty awesome. Mesha's usual APM is 60, so he's definitely being worked on, and we're seeing another 2 queens come out. Very good defensive play, as well as allows you to get that creep going. We are going to see that. We're seeing a tech lab. We're seeing 2 pairs in a tech lab. We're not seeing a quick factory for Hellions to keep that. I don't exactly know what Mesh is doing right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming, of course, early pressure, but this, I mean, this tech lab kind of implies maybe upgrades or marauders, so, I mean, it's fast stim, I guess.
Yeah, it's very fast stim. Very fast stim, especially since his natural isn't even done yet.
Yeah, I mean... I mean, I'm in no real position to say anything, because I have no idea how Terran plays, but... I mean, we'll have to see if he can do the damage that he wants to do.
Oh, Mesha, is he going to lose it? Is he going to lose it? He can't lose it. Don't lose that. Oh, he doesn't lose it. Moving away just in the nick of time. And now regenning. And this is a very standard gas timing from Zerg. Around 6 minutes, getting all 4 of your gases after getting 2 queens to protect you as well as start spreading creep. He needs to spread more creep and getting those 2 evolution chambers. Gonna get metabolic boost here in a second or lair. I'm not sure which one he will choose to get first.
It's going to be metabolic boost.
Yeah, metabolic and going for the lair after that, which is a very safe opening. This is very standard from a Zerg player.
2 Reapers are going to poke in again, but they're going to get denied by these queens.
He's going to try to take out those creep tumors. That's the main thing, and he target fires creep tumor. Mesha target fires creep tumors.
And this is actually a terrible map now that I look at it for Reapers. The only way into the main base is through the natural, so those Reapers aren't going to be able to do too much.
Except deny creep tumors. But yeah, that's what... what we determined after the fact that this was chosen. And I really wanted to pick something different, and these lemons are the shit.
Yeah, I'm excited to see a map on a game on Fruitland, because maybe we'll see the lemons become very important, and it would be awesome if they were.
What else is happening? We do have a core coming on factory, and that starport being made, and this is kind of typical play from Mesha. He loves his bio, and he will continue to go bio. Not sure if we're going to... We're definitely going to see drops. We're going to have to see drops out of this because, I mean, we don't have... I doubt he's going to start getting health. Oh, no, he's going to swap? Yeah, he's going to swap and get medevacs. And I'm not sure we're going to see anything out of that factory in this game, to be honest with you. A scout from... Oh, he doesn't kill the Overlord! Yeah, he's going to go back and kill it.
Yeah, he's going to get it. Yeah, there we go.
Great I mean, pretty good third timing with getting gas and getting some tech out. And now he has some lings for defense. And... A Bangling Nest is down and getting Burrow. Gonna try to... oh god, did you see the Red Bull Battleground Scarlet game?
Yes, of course, yeah.
Oh god.
That was insane.
It was nutty.
So yeah, Shlood finally takes his Zalaga Watchtower, which isn't a very nice place. He takes the other one as well, so he's gonna get pretty good map control there. He's sitting an Overlord and a Ling at both potential thirds for Mesha, so he's gonna know exactly when those are going to go down. So good control, good scouting there by Shlood.
And this is a great third timing from Mesha, around a 10-minute CC, or a 9-minute, around 10-minute CC to take the third. I bet he's going to move out with some, or do some drop regression while he gets this third up. And oh my gosh, we have Mr. Shlood going after that first lemon.
Okay, so he's got it down about 1/4 of the way, and I think he's gonna get this. I think he's gonna get it uncontested.
Uncontested lemon power up.
I don't even think Mesh is gonna even search for it.
Not gonna know. And his map control. I mean, his map control right now. I mean, he doesn't have any map control, and he doesn't know what's going on. What does he see from his base?
Two Medivacs came out here, and they're gonna kill the Overlord and the Zergling at the third, and the lemon goes down and goes to Shlood.
But he's got to send. He's got to harvest it next, and that's the only thing up. And if Mesha sees this harvested lemon, he will send. Oh, here comes that drone!
It's going.
Oh god. Oh god.
What's that CV do? Oh, it's building a bunker. Okay.
Okay. Who's dropping?
Wait a second.
Is someone dropping?
Have detection?
Who's dropping?
Minosaur. Okay.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool.
It was
I'm
you.
chill.
You're fine. You're fine.
All right. Oh, but he's gonna see it. He's gonna see it. Oh, is he gonna turn? He knows. He should know that the lemon. Oh, he's gonna let him get the lemon. Mesha's gonna let him get the lemon. That's 500 minerals.
Okay, so the drone's now harvesting the lemon. It's gonna take a little bit.
Oh, and Shlood is ready for this drop. He totally knows. Oh, Mesha, he's not gonna be able to do much here, and the mutas are gonna be on their way out here in a minute.
So Mesha's gonna drop on the Banelings themselves?
No, he's gonna kind of run away. Try to run away.
He's gonna have to get out of there fast because there are Mutalisks on the map now.
Oh, Mesh is losing his army, and he's got to get an afterburner to get out of there.
The drone just brought back the lemon, so a huge mineral spike there for Shlood.
Oh, is Shlood going to go after the second lemon power-up? Is it selected by Zerglings? Oh no, he's trying to do that drop. Sorry, I missed it, but it's drop didn't do anything.
Nope,
unfortunately.
good play there by Shlood, making sure that didn't go down. And so Shlood though burrowed a Zergling at Mesha's third base, so he had to scan to drop his CC down there. So finally Mesha's getting his third base up and running, but he's gonna have to put workers there. No workers there yet, so Shlood seeming to be in a very good position.
Very, very cool. And now fourth coming down. This is a good time for a fourth after getting so many gases and making a bunch of units, especially getting that. I mean, that power up, that lemon power up is pretty significant. I mean, it is a base. It's a free base basically.
So, I mean, Mesh is gonna walk over, sort of towards that other lemon. Another hatchery goes down over there for Shlood. But Shlood's gonna come right in here. The Widow Mines go off, getting good connections there, killing a lot of lings and doing a lot of splash damage to those meters.
And definitely denying that creep spread. And Mesha needs to spread his Marines, needs to do a spread, but gets the rest of those banelings, and he has a bit of momentum coming in here. I mean, what's the baneling count right now?
Banelings, it's 2 banelings right now.
And 11 morphing.
But this bad rallies there by Shlood's gonna give up a couple of units there.
Oh, and he pulls up!
Just away.
And moves back to the Widow Mines. This may be big. This may be big. Oh, good connection on those banglings.
Mesha doing a good job with this aggression there. Widow Mines plays very well. And is going to continue to poke in here, but Shlood's got a decent amount of baneling here, and should be able to clean this up. But one Widow Mine is on cooldown, and it's going to fire!
Oh, and it gets rid of all those banglings!
All those banelings.
And he can just keep moving towards this stream of Marines. Mesha needs to turn up the macro if he wants to keep this momentum going. He has unbelievable momentum right now. There are no banglings on the field right now, and he's evacuating his third.
Shlood's having to pull away. And he's going to lose not only this hatchery, but his macro hatchery.
Oh my gosh, this is huge. And Mesha needs to bring his Widow Mines forward. That would be good right now. And how bangling count is 12 morphine.
Shlood really needs to put a queen over at his other mining base just so he can get extra larva here. He's very, very larva starved. He has so many minerals here. He could be building so many lings. And unfortunately, he's out. But there's a counterattack going in at the third. But a great bunker placement there by Mesha, preventing those Zerglings from doing anything.
And Mesha bringing those Widow Mines forward in the midst of that creep. This is. I mean, there's a lot of banglings right here. I don't know if Shlood's gonna be able to get out of this. This is such good momentum from Mesha. I mean, the split's got to be good. They've got to be good.
2 banelings go in there and get a decent amount of Marines there, but I mean, Mesha's doing a very good job here with this push. But a big push in here with banelings.
Oh, and the Widow Mines were cleaned up.
And Shlood holds on there.
Wow. And Mesha's fourth. Does Mesha have a fourth? Do you see a fourth from Mesha? No.
Mesha has no fourth.
And during that time, Shlood was able to expand to the 3 o'clock location.
As well as the 12 o'clock. So, I mean, Shlood, though, still in a very scrappy position here. Mesha's going to turn off the pressure, and that's going to let Shlood kind of get into a position where he wants to be. Get banelings, get Zerglings, get mutas. And another CC is going to go down for Mesha there, so trying to take his 4th base. But again, that one lemon, though, is still alive. And that could go to anyone.
Oh! And those Widow Mines got a little bit of Zergling blood on there. And we have 3 attack coming in from Mesha, and is 3-3 is not researching. We don't have Hive yet from Shlood in the midst of that pressure, but he's expanding all over the map and having such a great time with it.
Yeah, Shlood lost so much in those attacks. Units lost is greatly favoring Mesha. 4,900 to 12,000. So Mesha doing a really good job being efficient there. And
he needs to lift up. He needs to lift those Marines up. He's going to lose those Marines.
There. The Widow Mines are going to go down, and let's see if they can get good hits off.
But no, they died by banglings, and
good job there. Overseer's coming in at just the right position here, and the medivacs are going to get picked off. They're low health, and Shlood does get all of them, except for the one that just got re-rallied in.
And look at these 2 CCs coming up. He's going to turn them into orbital commands?
He's got 3 CCs actually just about to finish up here, and I mean, does he turn them into... They're all positioned at, like, ramp locations. Well, the one isn't, but...
I've never seen this play before. I've never seen this. I mean, I kind of have,
I think one of them is going to be turned into a planetary, the one he's building the missile turret next to.
Okay.
I'm not sure about the other one, though. It's very, very weird. It'd be weird to build a planetary right on the bottom of a ramp, but I'm not I just don't know.
Maybe gives him something to run back to against banglings. I mean, that
Okay,
seems...
so the one on the right side is getting turned into a planetary. I don't know about the one on the left.
Okay. And we do have a drop at the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock location. Eliminating that base.
Good job by Mesha, keeping the Shlood's bases low. And this push in here, I mean, he's going to split his Marines there. The mutas are going to get taken out by this pack of Marines. And Shlood's got almost no mutas on the map.
And he only has
Just
2 mining bases. He only has 1 mining base, basically.
I think Mesha's got this.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this.
Mesha's going to push in and win. There's no banelings.
There's absolutely no banglings and no mining bases, or 2 mining bases.
And Shlood, 84 supply to 175. I think that's it. Shlood GG's, and that's the game.
Oh my god, Unm CSL team has taken this best of 7.
I mean, Shlood looked so promising early in that game, getting that lemon, getting those bases up next to running, holding off the pressure, and then Mesha just swings in and just wins out of nowhere with great efficiency.
OMG.
Wow, what a great show match. Going 4-3 in favor of UNM.
Let's get those 2 on the call. Let's get them on the call. We need to talk about this game. I'm sorry I can't get everyone to talk on this. It was a very close best of 7. I want to get the Masters League or the higher level players in here to talk about really cool stuff. Can you message the players and tell them to get on Skype?
I'll try to.
Sweet. So, I see the salt. The salt, it hurts, I guess. But again, everyone, we're going to get Mesha and Shlood on the call to talk about this this great ending series. 2 very good macro players of their respective races, and Mesha just keeping the momentum going, being able to get those Widow Mine hits to kill those banglings and kill those mutas. It was just a crazy out of position kind of army type thing. I guess. You probably know better than I do or whatnot, but let's get those players on the call.
Shlood's going to be coming on here shortly.
Let me add.
Mesha hasn't replied.
I'll add him.
Shlood is Shlood7. That's a Skype.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and add Drew to this call, and we'll talk to him, and then we'll bring Shlood on. Wow.
What a series.
So close. Congratulations, Mesha, on winning the Unm CSL
Congratulations to the whole team.
What?
Congratulations to the whole team.
Congratulations to the whole team. Excuse me.
There we go.
Okay, so
I am shivering right now. Oh my god, that was so intense. Those Widow Mines, they were like pre-nerf Widow Mines. They did so much damage at the 3rd. I did not expect that. Oh my god.
Yes, talk about your mindset going into the game, what you saw happening. Just talk about it.
So I had like 3 builds. I had 2 normal builds. One was that build. One was the Hellion Contain, and one was a totally like, if the series was already over, if it was not an ace match, I was gonna do a 4 Stargate Banshee rush, and it works and it's awesome. But anyways, I don't know. I kind of like the early Marines over the Hellion Contain, just in case he goes an early rush or mutas. So I did the barracks into 2 more barracks, pump out Marines, get the medevacs, and drop. Unfortunately, my gas was all messed up, and I didn't have the second medevac. And by the time I did, he scouted it. So I'm like, well, this drop is not going to do much, and it really didn't. I mean, I guess I got a few drone kills in the 3rd, just kind of being annoying, got him to blow up some banelings. But I think the real part of that match was at the 3rd. I think I kited him into like 6 or 7, maybe 8 Widow Mines, and those just kind of destroyed him up. I was able to take out in the 3rd and the macro hatch that he had at the 3rd, which put me way ahead. I kind of A-moved into a bunch of banelings there, but I feel like after I took out the 3rd and the macro hatch, I think I was just way ahead. I should have had a 4th down, but I don't know. I was all over the place.
Yeah, no, it was very good, and effectively you got him only on 2 mining bases, but actually 1.5, to be honest with you, at the time when the killing blow was given, and the mutas were out of position at that end engagement, and you were able to take out all those banglings.
I actually didn't watch the last engagement. I was trying to get a 4th down, and I dropped his 3rd as it was going down, and I don't think he pulled the drones. So even if I lost that engagement, I think I killed off most of the drones at his third, and I killed off his fourth in the top left prior. So yeah, I think.
A quick question.
Yeah.
Did you know he got the lemon?
I did not. So I know the lemons give the 500 gold, but it's just like it was 500 minerals. Sorry, but it's so. I have so hard just to try to concentrate on keeping my Marines pumped, keeping my Widow Mines pumped, making sure I have enough medevacs, and and all the micro. I just like never took the time in any of my practice matches to take the lemons. I didn't even look at them. I just ignored them. I know it's 500. It's another base, but it's like I don't know. It's just so awkward and weird that I never even practiced with it.
Yeah, you had sent medivacs over the lemon when he was actually taking it, so it was pretty funny because we were getting hyped about
I
it.
really thought you were gonna just turn around with the drop and kill that, and then type some BM.
I didn't even see it. I did have a plan that if I had the time, I'd kill a lemon and then I'd just drop a mule on it and then go on my way. That was like my lemon plan, but after that, nothing more.
Let's go ahead and get on Shlood right now.
Okay.
Can you add him to the call or suggest him for the call?
Sorry, I am horrible with Skype.
All you do is you can grab the name and just drop it into where you see the squares of our faces.
I was actually thinking about saying that the speed of the game was weird that first game because it gives me more time to split my Marines.
No, it would have been noticed after a second. I would have been like, why are those Zerglings so slow?
Yeah, the SCVs are just not even getting there. Oh man.
So my Skype's screwing up right now. If you want to add him, it's Shlood7, his name,
Shlood7?
and then just the number 7.
Okay. Eric Zimmerman?
Yes.
I have to add him to call group. Is Jung Takao being added to call? Was that me? No, Jung. You can't hang out in this call, so don't say anything. Oh, Eric Zimmerman, call. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Eric Zimmerman.
Hello.
Hello, Shlood. GG's on a match. I mean, you didn't win, but still showing amazing play in that ace match. Can you talk about the match and your preparation for it?
Well, I wasn't really sure what map I was playing on until a few hours ago. So when I found out, I looked at the map and just studied it a little bit. But still, I don't think I was well enough prepared for the map because I never played on it before.
Yeah, it's a crazy map. It has no Reaper jump points in the natural and main.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I noticed that because you kept trying to go into the natural.
It's like I kind of want to see what he's building in his main, but I'm not gonna run past 4 queens or 3 queens.
And can you tell us a little bit more? So your preparation, what did you have any builds in mind, or you were just going to go this pretty standard opening?
Yeah, I don't really know what to do against Terran in general right now. I'm kind of lost in the matchup, so I just do that build pretty much every game.
And during the game, what was your mindset while the game was going on, when things were happening, when he was pushing on your third?
After I stopped the medevac drop, I thought I was in pretty good shape, and then I guess I'm not really sure what happened. I guess I didn't inject well enough, didn't macro well enough, and then his push came, and I didn't have enough units to stop it, and I was kind of from that point on, I was just kind of too far behind to come back.
Did you ever consider trying to get the second lemon?
Not after he was pushing that way, no. But I did think.
Alright, fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh,
I was just wondering.
You took my lemon? I didn't even notice. I didn't even know the lemons were going down. It takes so long for Zerglings to kill that lemon, though.
Yeah, it does.
And actually, do we have any questions from the chat? Even BM ones. I don't care if Penn State is 2 words. The S is usually capitalized when it's 1 word, so, in internet lingo, you can just, be whatever. I'm sorry, man. I don't mean to be a bitch. No disrespect. Come on, it was a great match.
That was a great match. There were a lot of great games. The game right leading up to this game had me on the edge of my seat, too.
Yeah, Trumpet and Slypig.
There were a lot of games that I thought one person was just gonna win, and then all of a sudden the other person just won. It was like the PVZ on Alterzim. I thought there was no way that Protoss was gonna win, and then he just came back.
Oh yeah, the carrier game.
carrier
that
game,
was
yeah.
very, very weird.
And even the game right before this with the Protoss just barely getting up huge ball.
Yeah, I think we all thought the Protoss player was gonna lose at that one point, but
Yeah.
good play there
Especially
by
how
Trumpet.
this goes. Yeah. But yeah, great games played by all.
Well, cool. I think that's unless you guys have it. Do any of the two? Well, I'm not going to give you any shout-outs because all the other team members don't get shout-outs. But again, I'm thanking myself. Or I love doing this. I'm thanking everyone for being a part of it. I don't know how to put it, Drew.
Thank you, Mike, I will thank you. I'll
Okay.
thank you and our other caster, Grizzly.
Yep.
Thank you guys for casting all these games. It's always a blast to participate in these, and even if I'm not playing, to watch them, and even sometimes cast them myself. So, just yeah.
Cool. And Insomnia cookies for being really delicious. We all love cookies.
Yay!
And Ryan and everyone at Penn State, thank you. It was awesome. And I'm about to turn off the stream. I may be hanging out later, but everyone please follow if you have not followed me. And if you do follow me, message me your address so I will be able to send you a free Metal the Brand sticker in the mail. So, alright everyone, this is Menosaur signing off, and...
Oh, Grizzly! This is Grizzly signing off.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching, everyone.